Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles, the podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge, bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. This is more than just a podcast, it's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast. Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your host, Mick and Charles.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 12. And it looks like the background's a little bit different. I think we got I think we got some friends sponsoring tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Looks like a black bird to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be. What's up, Mick? I don't have any fancy names for you this time, but I'll just call you Little Debbie's biggie brother, the Sultan of Smoke, best beard in Memphis. I don't know. Call you Big Mick. Big Mick. I thought you were calling me Big Mick. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's. I was going to, but then I got told that that's what your wife calls you, so I decided to stop because I didn't want to infringe on her territory.
She wasn't supposed to tell you, man. That's crazy. No, man, things are good. Been looking forward to this all week. Here we go, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy to say, hey, it's a season finale. I mean, we're 12 episodes in. Doesn't seem like much, but if you look at some of the sitcoms out there, that's 12 weeks worth of videos, and they take a season off. Some of them take freaking 3 years off. So I guess we're due with a break for a few weeks. What do you think?
Yeah, man. Holiday season, little time with family. Can't wait. I'm actually working most of the holidays, but 12. We definitely didn't plan on doing 12 in 4 months, 3.5 months, but here we are, and it's been a blast, man. I appreciate everything you do behind the scenes, and it's been a good partnership these first couple months.
Well, that's one of the things I was telling you when we were getting everything set up tonight was we started this with a test run on August 29th. And we decided that, okay, we're going to do one every other week, one every couple of weeks, roughly 6 before the end of the year. And we were thinking, that's a good clip. We got this.
Yeah.
So we did a test run the 29th of August, and we did episode 1, Who the F Are These Guys, on September 5th. And at that time, we're still thinking, hey, 1, maybe 2 a month. That'll be good. And then we started not only did we send out a few requests, we were getting requests.
Yeah.
And we didn't figure that was going to happen.
No, and it's picked up a lot lately, man. We have 2 new cigar companies that we're trying out behind the scenes that hopefully we can have on sometime in 2025. We have a few more sponsors in the works, and man, some of the big names that have followed us are like, we love what you guys are doing, and we can hopefully hook up with them in the future. But just this week, Room 101, one of our favorites.
Wait, what? We are follower number what?
101.
101.
Yes, sir.
Shadow Army and Room 101 only follow 101 people. And you just happened to catch that somehow they were down to 100 and just made a comment and on one of my posts. And Matt Booth replied back, hell yeah, let's do this. Congratulations to number 101. And now Real Smoke Podcast can say that we are follower number 101. So that's pretty awesome. 101.
Yeah, not to mention this year we got Knuckle Sandwich reach out. We had Carlito Fuente now follows us. AJ Fernandez follows us. I mean, there's some pretty big names, legacy brands, big names, icons of the industry, and it's exciting to see where this is going to go next year, man. It's been a short, great run, and I'm proud of what we've done. It's a lot of fun, man. I look forward to this every week. I keep saying that, I guess, but man, it's been a fun ride.
So our first guest was technically episode 3, but number 2. Our first guest was on episode 2, and it was Brian with Cavalier.
Yep.
He was with us day one saying, if you guys do something, count me in. I'm all in. And then, you know, we were getting close to, I think, the 3rd episode. And I think I reached out to you and said, how you want to add in a few more guests? And you're like, what do you mean? It's like, I've got these people that say yes right now. And you're like, oh, okay, so let's add in a few more. So we decided, well, we're going to go from 6 to 10. We had the entire rest of the season booked out. And then I came up to you and said, we should do a thank you. And you're like, what? And it's like, we need to get John on. John was our first sponsor. So we need to get him on, which made number 11.
Yep.
And then it's like, hey, let's do an end of the year Herf. I think your idea was, let's do an end of the year Herf and invite everybody. And it's like, cool, here's number 12.
Yeah, I think I did bring that up half drunk on one of our TriStar Herfs and was like, let's just throw everybody on the screen and see where it goes. And I've been so looking forward to this one, man. It's just so many people. I know we got one in the green room right now, one of my boys from Pennsylvania. Excited for everybody out there and, you know, Real Smoke World to meet Dave, and hopefully Jeremy can jump on, and another one of our big from back in the day, Cigar Nomads, jumping on. So we got some big names jumping on in my world, big names, you know, good people that I miss tremendously. So it's going to be a fun night.
We got some family that we've, you know, some people that are brand owners, but we've now considered friends and family on here. And, you know, we have a couple of them in the green room as well, just waiting and saying, would you guys shut up and let's get us on here? So I'll do that. But, we'll go over a couple of some stuff that could be coming up next year towards the end of the show. And we've got some great prizes to give away. But before we do that, we do have, let's see, we do have a cigar to talk about. You want to talk about a cigar?
Yes, we do. Let's do it.
We are smoking tonight the Blackbird Cigar Company Rook Sumatra. It is a Sumatra wrapper with a Habano binder and a Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. The best part about this cigar is the price. You can find them around where I live, which is here in Eastern Tennessee, for about $7.50 a piece. So a fantastic cigar that's under $8. Holy jeez.
Yeah.
So
you cannot beat that.
And we also, I will put this up. Let me bring up the banners on this thing. This thing's going to be running across the bottom for everybody who's watching on YouTube. Make sure you type in #RealSmoke in the comments, because tonight we have 3 gifts to give away. Our brother Lou from Lure Cigars is going to be giving away a prize pack that contains some cigars, I think some stickers and some swag. He's got 2 of those we'll be giving away, and we're giving away our sponsors pack. Our sponsors pack is 1 Blackbird ashtray, 1 Blackbird hat, 3 Rook, 1 beard oil from Beard Apothecary, and 1 Boveda humidor starter pack from Boveda. So that's all one prize. So we have 3 gifts to give away, and we'll do those starting around 8:30 Eastern. Then we'll do one at 8:45 Eastern and around 9 o'clock Eastern. So we'll do all that stuff.
Yeah, keep a lookout too. One person I forgot to say that's jumping on tonight. Somebody is obviously special to me, but it's become kind of special to you as well. My daughter will be joining us tonight, and her boyfriend. So pretty excited about that. For those of you that don't know, she does the intro. Charles surprised me with that. I think episode 3 or 4. She did it behind the scenes and did that opener for us. And yeah, just amazing. Just an amazing young lady. So I'm excited she can join us for a minute too. So I'm done talking about my people right now, but we're excited for everyone to join us tonight. So it's going to be a good night.
Also, what we're going to do is start bringing some people on. Right now, I'm not sure how many people we have in a green room. They are stacking up. But I'll let you introduce this first person. Guys, make sure that you take your, as you pop up on the screen, you can go ahead and take your microphone off. And I do understand you may have to check your settings because sometimes the audio settings get a little messed up. So, Mick, I will let you introduce our first guest.
So our first guest is Davey B. I don't know who's looking out there in the background. So Dave is one of my boys from Pennsylvania. He was with me on the Real Minutes ride. Smoked cigars together pretty much every weekend that we got together when I lived back home yet. Yeah, we still do a lot of video chats on Friday nights and catch up about life and sports and everything. And yeah, he's definitely a part of my family, man. And I'm just glad you can join us tonight, brother, in that cold weather up there in Pennsylvania.
Hey, thanks, guys. Hope you're not getting too much feedback. My dogs are going off here. Thanks for having me on tonight. Really enjoying this Blackbird Rook. Sorry about that. I got.
You're good, man. You're good. I know the dogs can get a little crazy, but I know you to enjoy that cigar, man. And glad you could join us. There's a lot of stories that we could probably get into, but not sure this is. I mean, it's not PG, but you know, some of our stories go way back, man. And maybe we'll have a minute for them some other show. But yeah, really glad you could join us and enjoy a cigar with you, man.
All right, Mick, our next guest that we're going to add to the stage was the first sponsor of the Real Smoke podcast and the beard behind Beard Apothecary.
Hell yeah.
We have our brother John, and he has, I don't know if he's advertising that he is huggable or he has a huggable person with him. I'm just wondering.
Really? I have a huggable with me.
Really?
When Jonas sees him, Jonas will be very, very excited because that's his huggable. You're the huggable.
Since when? I thought it was teddy bear.
You've always been huggable.
Oh, fuck.
So I didn't bother. I didn't have you guys send me anything because I got myself if I can find my camera.
Where did you find that? Or is that something you've had?
No, I know a guy.
Well, you better tell that guy to send me one. I stay on the hunt for that thing. I wait for something like that to pop up on eBay.
Right? Yeah, I can't wait to get in this thing.
That's awesome.
Man, the McCall is such a fantastic cigar.
Yeah, I'm excited to try this one. It's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah,
so Mick, I will let you. I was gonna say I will let you introduce the next one whenever you're ready.
Oh man, I'm ready whenever you are. I thought we lost him. What is up?
There he is.
No, I went to turn on my audio and it hit the video button because I got fat fingers.
So everybody that is not watching on video, Lou Cross from Lure Cigars is joining us. Lou has become literally like family, and we've never met in person. It's another one of those cigar community type deals where, man, we just enjoy what Lou has to offer, not only cigar wise, but just a great fucking human. And we appreciate having you along, man. You've always been so gracious with sending us stuff and kind of promoting what we're doing. And trust me, man, on the backside of that, you know, we're promoting for you as well because we love what you're doing, brother. So
I do appreciate it, and it's mutual, man. I do appreciate you.
Yeah. So what's new with everybody, man? I thought with all these people, I wouldn't have to talk as much tonight. So let's break this shit open, man. What do we got? Oh, we got more people? All right.
Oh, so one of our first guests that we had on that was right after Brian was the first guest that came on that had a cause. And it's someone that we met through TriStar and absolutely fell in love with the man behind it and fell in love with the cigars itself. And currently for me, the cigar brand that has the best Candela on the market.
100%.
Hi, buddy.
Bryce.
Let's welcome Bryce from Silent Hero Cigar.
Hello.
What's up, brother? Yeah, I have to agree with Charles on that one, man. Your Candela, you took my C card, man. So it's
Nice.
It's I don't have much to compare it to, brother, but it was outstanding. It was not what I expected in a green cigar. I'm just saying, it was fucking outstanding. So I'll leave it at that.
Oh, thank you, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, we're
We
glad
got
to
one
people
more,
to-
and the next person coming on, and it's the last one in the green room right now. The last person coming on terrifies me more than probably most people, and if you know him, you know why. Let's welcome the serial killer.
I was gonna say because he's a serial killer.
How's it going, everybody?
What's up, Roberto?
Where are the bodies hidden?
You don't hide the bodies. You use the gators down here.
For anybody who doesn't know or who is just listening, this is Rob, he has listened to us since we started, and he's one of our brothers and family members from TriStar, which we have quite a few TriStar family members on here tonight. So I love that. So tonight, guys, we're just going to be letting people pop in and out. This is my wife described. She said, "What did you put in the description of the show?" And I said, "Well, just the typical stuff." And she said, "It should have been free for all shit show." And I said, "Amen."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, thanks for everybody for jumping on here. So, I mean,
I think we need to point out. I think we need to point out that Rob started growing a beard since he won products for Beard Apothecary on our show. So I think that needs pointed out. That's dedication, fucker.
It's also, I don't know if he could look any more terrifying as it grows in. So
good stuff. What are the comments saying already?
that's not what she said.
that's not what she said.
What is Chris doing awake?
Big Bear says, "Gotta come back on my birthday."
The 9th.
The 9th.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for the 9th. I don't know. I don't think. Sorry, I was reading.
No, I was just saying. Yeah.
Mitch is on. All right. No, I was going to say the 9th. We're pretty excited for that. We're one of the psychologists from where I used to work has agreed to do a men's mental health day kind of thing for us on the Real Smoke Pod. So it's going to be interesting. She's probably going to psychoanalyze me and Charles the entire show, which could get interesting even more. She's a great
start off with, listen, I know I'm fucked up, so let's just put that on the table.
Well, we work together, so she definitely knows. Yeah.
I'm just going to tell them to make sure the walls are padded.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not invited on that one.
Yeah.
Wait, so instead of her analyzing us, we need to get him on and say, okay, here's your test subject.
Call 911. Call 911. Chris knows you're here. What up, Hobbit? The huggable Hobbit.
Which Chris?
Is here. Our Christopher
From Connecticut, Chris?
Yeah. Bryce, what's the temperature up there today?
Let's see.
I was going through.
Hashtag Rob is going through puberty.
30.
That's the new one. There it is. No 75-mile-an-hour wind gust tonight.
So if you type in that one, he will send you some of the clippings when he shaves his beard. That'll be the prize for that one.
Oh, that's nasty.
But really quickly,
prepare for the next victim. Who knows?
Yeah.
Guys, for anybody who's listening on any of the platforms, make sure you go to YouTube. Our first giveaway is going to be in about 15 minutes or so. And that is going to be thanks to Blackbird, Beard Apothecary, and Bovida. So we're giving away a Blackbird ashtray, a hat, 3 Rooks, beard oil from Beard Apothecary, and our last Bovita starter pack. And that's just going to be the first one that we give away. So make sure you go into the comments and type in hashtag RealSmoke. You've got about 15 minutes or so.
These giveaways are fucking phenomenal, but every week I get pissed off because I'm not entered in them. I'm like, damn it, there's so much good shit.
Is Devin next to you going putting his name in there for stuff?
Yep, every time he says about it, he's commenting. Absolutely. Dev's winning something, and I'm stealing something else.
I will say this: when Jonah sent me the ashtray and I opened up the ashtray, it's like, oh fuck! I wish I wouldn't have promised I'd give this away. But and then Lou sends me pictures, and it's like I'm thinking about calling every one of my friends just to start putting in hashtags. That way, if they win, they send it to me. So if y'all see a bunch of weird hashtags, I promise I didn't have them do it.
How many of you guys have smoked the Lou's Limited Jolly Walleye?
Oh,
yeah.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's got nuances in it that if you're someone who likes to find the little special niches in a cigar, you're gonna love playing with that one.
Yep.
I appreciate the words, but I'm enjoying the Rook tonight. Thank you for sharing the cigars with us.
The Super B.
Yeah, the Super.
That's what I'm smoking tonight. So
Nice.
I haven't been home to get. I was at home last weekend, so I haven't actually gotten my Rook out of the mail yet. So I went with the Super B tonight.
Hey Mick, would you like to introduce this next guest?
I will. Yes. So my eldest daughter, and probably, I'm one of her biggest fans in life, and I think she's probably one of mine. She always supports my craziness, probably more than the wife does. Actually, I know more than the wife does. All my crazy hobbies and fun shit. But yeah, my daughter Kylie and her boyfriend Bradley are joining us. I sent them a cigar. Not sure if they are actually lighting up tonight because it's probably like 10 degrees. Dave could tell us how cold it is there. But Kai, thanks for joining us, and Bradley too.
It's a nice balmy 34 out.
I'm driving up there tomorrow. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania tomorrow.
Really? What part?
We're heading back to Connecticut on Saturday, but I'll be in Harrisburg tomorrow night.
Man, okay. It's about an hour from where the fam lives.
Yep.
I packed no shorts. I've got all pants. Packed all shorts.
You mean all one pair of pants?
Only underwear.
Yeah, I bought a couple extra pair.
It's brutal this weekend in the single digits.
Yeah, no.
Miyagi.
Yeah,
Poor Miyagi. He's cold. Just saying it's 34 is cold.
Yeah, so you guys actually having a cigar tonight there, Kai, or not tonight?
Yeah, Bradley has one, yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think, Bradley?
It's not bad.
Okay.
I still have to.
Chris said it's going to be 10 on Saturday.
Yeah, he kind of just lit it up, so he's still taking the flavor profiles in.
Okay. Yeah, he's kind of a noob, but he's smoked quite a few with me over the years.
As he was preparing it, he had all of the knowledge you had told him before ready. So he was excited to use.
Was pretty impressed.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a good solid smoke. I'm very impressed with it so far. I'm actually doing my ratings as we speak, but no, it's awesome. I'm glad you guys lit it up, and wish it was a little warmer for you to enjoy, but yeah, it's Pennsylvania for you.
Absolutely.
I really like it. It does remind me. Mick broke me in. We went together on, I think it was a 25 pack or 50 pack of the black. Yes, that's what she said, of the Blackbird Nest Maduros, and so I really like it. So thank you, Kylie. Thank you for delivering it to me from Tennessee.
Of course.
Yeah, that Nest Maduro. I don't know. It's a bargain bundle cigar, but man, it's still a banger for a Maduro. It's a good smoke. It's for the price. It's ridiculous for what it is. But yes, sir. What were you saying?
Hey, Mick, I am just clipping what Dave said when he opens up a comment and says, Mick broke me in. That's going to be saved in our banks right here. So I'm just letting you know that on future podcasts, something may happen where it says Mick broke me in.
Dave will forever and always be a part of the podcast. Man, Kylie already is part of it. I think you might have missed that, Kylie. I actually mentioned that earlier in the show that you played a part in the opener. It's amazing. And then now Dave's going to be doing it too.
No, that was super cool to work on with Charles and surprise you with. So I was really excited.
Yeah, good stuff.
Careful, Dave. Next thing you know, Mick's gonna try to get you to sniff his truck.
I need to clip that one as well.
That one was great. So just to go into the fragrances though, quick shout out to John. The candles are 10 out of 10, hands down, and basically the car diffuser freshener is again 10 out of 10. So I was really surprised with those, and highly recommend Beard Apothecary to anybody that likes that kind of stuff. So, and I don't even have a beard, and they kind of gave me a special deal with the candle.
Yeah, Donnie was doing up until Christmas. She was doing spend $35, you get a free beard oil. And when he sent the order, and I said, just so you know, he's got no beard, so maybe we can do something else. I got him. I'll send him a candle.
Love it. Yeah, for anybody who missed that last week, we were talking about how great the car diffuser is, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get Devin to smell my truck before I leave. And I'm like, damn it, I can't ever say that again, ever.
You got to clip that one, too. He fell for it, huh?
And he just said it again.
Yeah, I just did. As I was saying it, I'm like, damn it.
So has anybody got anything that they're sipping on tonight?
Rob gets his victims like that. Come smell my car.
He says he's got cigars, kitty cats, and candy bars. What are you talking about?
It's all fun and games until we get the rest of his accessories.
Just letting you know, I was not here.
Phenomenal.
So is anybody drinking anything tonight?
No whiskey or bourbon tonight, but I do have a nice Baltic Porter from Lindgren Brewing. It's a local brewery here in Pennsylvania, about an hour from us. So nice 8% Baltic Porter for this nice chilly night out here.
Hell yeah. I think I got Dave into good beer too, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm like the bad influence in everything he does. His wife absolutely lets me know that every time I see her too. She's like, he smokes fucking cigars now and drinks all this craft beer. Yeah, that's me. I apologize.
I did just pick up my bottle of Jameson Orange for the holidays, though, so I'm getting ready to.
It's terrible. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I got heartburn as soon as you said that.
Yep. I can't find anything to mix with it. It's terrible.
I'm gonna try it with Well, first I'll try some on the rocks, but we had that.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do that! Don't do
that! I'm gonna try it with some cranberry ginger ale. I think that might be good. An orange cranberry little drink.
Oh, that might work. I gotta try that. I got so grossed out because I drank it on the rocks just to try it. I haven't gone back. It was disgusting. Yeah.
I'm having some of the on the rock, the pre-made one with the knob fruit.
Okay.
Got my trusty.
I got a local brewery.
Oh, what is that?
Little Soul and Spirits beer here tonight. That's my favorite brewery from down here in Memphis.
Is he driving?
He must be.
What you got, Rob?
Miyagi says he's drinking water. Neat. 2024 vintage.
Yep. That sounds exciting.
He must be driving.
Must be.
Oh, Chris is drinking bougie.
Let's see.
tonight.
I've got not sponsored. I wish you would sponsor, but not sponsored. Liquid Death Lime with a little tequila in it. So
Liquid Death Berry, straight up.
Nice. Okay.
Chris is breaking up the
12
Glen
years.
Levitt 12.
Nice.
Water neat. We did have a question. It's kind of sponsored by the company, but what's everyone smoking tonight? Charlotte Cigar Week wants to know. Anybody smoking the Rook?
I'm smoking the Rook.
I'm smoking the Rook.
Put that McCall down. Just put it down. Put the McCall down.
It's delicious.
Back away, and put the McCall down.
I'm smoking the test blend.
I just got in my
So let's-
flamingos from Blackbird yesterday.
Excellent smoke. You're gonna love it.
So I don't want to be the downer here with that whole flamingo thing because Devin just said he had one, said it's amazing, but they're all Lanceros, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
I don't know. I just have a hard time holding something that's, I don't know. I have too big of hands, man. I just don't love it.
Wait, no. Say finish that comment. Finish that comment.
Nope.
Everybody, be quiet. Finish that comment.
Done? Nope, not doing it.
Nope. I need another clip on this one. Finish that comment.
Because he just looked up and realized, shit, my daughter's here.
She's absolutely heard me say worse. Not that I'm proud of that, but she's absolutely heard me say worse. Yeah. So this is great. This is perfect timing because Dave's on here as well, and my daughter's on here as well. So I'm going to tell a story about Dave. What year was it? You're really good with this story or with that game. What year was it when we went to Ocean City?
2009.
2009. Our kids were probably like 8 and 10 or 11 or 12. I don't even know. You can tell me these ages. I'm terrible at this game.
Oh yeah, Riley was born in 2000, so yeah, it was 9. They were 9.
9. All right. So Dave has 4 in his family. I have 4 in my family, and me and my family were going to go to Ocean City for like a 4-day weekend. And Dave and his family happened to have off the same time. So we all pile in. We decided to take one vehicle. We took my Dodge Durango, 7-passenger, not 8-passenger, but we made it an 8-passenger for the trip. So we make this trip down. We had a huge luggage rack on top. Dave gets a little stressed out when you pack for a trip, and we're trying to pack 8 people's shit in the car carrier on top of my Durango. And it got a little crazy the night before. So we all pile in there. Ended up being one of the best trips of our life. But probably my favorite story from that trip where I had a little bit. I still have a little bit of road rage, but I used to have a lot of road rage because I traveled for a living and I hated stupid drivers. And we're at a red light, and some lady behind me is blowing the horn for me basically to run a red light. It says right in front of me, no turn on red. And I'm losing my mind because this lady's blowing her horn at me. She goes to pass me as soon as the light turns green, like out around me in the passing lane, giving me the finger. I'm yelling the C word at the top of my lungs out the window at this lady. And I pull my head back in the car, and everybody in the car's eyes were like this fucking wide, and their jaws were dropped. And like, I just realized I taught a bunch of like 8, 9, 10, 11-year-olds the C word. And it was just one of those moments where it was the quietest fucking ride for like the next 10 minutes. And Dave talks about that story every time we get together. Like, it's one of those that we just cry laughing about. Anything to add to that one, Davey?
No, it was just awesome. And the best thing was because we were already raging because we were at the freaking outlets and shopping and just wanted to get the hell out of there. We just wanted to get the hell out of there and go back and drink some beer at the hotel.
Yeah, it was one of those trips, man, that we'll never forget. And I'm so glad we did. But Holy fuck. I will never forget that moment because the look on those kids' face. I think your oldest daughter recently, last time I saw her, was like, you remember that time you yelled the C word at that lady? Yep, I sure do. Yep, I remember that time.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, that was a great time. Kylie, you remember that time? You still over there?
I do, yeah. There's not much in my life now that can shock or surprise me. So it's really been ready for just about anything.
You know how I look at that, right? Challenge accepted.
So instead of that hotbox question that says a nude to your boss or your wife, we'll just put it into your daughter, and that would be enough to scar her for life.
Yep. Nope, I'm good.
Hey,
good.
Dad, I got this weird message from you about 3 a.m. I don't know what this is, but could you explain it?
No, I bet you'd still send it to Graham. She'd be a better option. Better than me. She wouldn't know how to open it.
Yep.
I just hope she doesn't respond back. Is that a Lancero?
No, I just have big hands.
He doesn't say much, but when he does.
Hey guys, I'm probably gonna drop off here. My battery's probably about ready to die. I just want to thank you guys. Great time. Appreciate the invite, Mick, and appreciate the cigar. Just so if I drop off real quick, you guys know I appreciate it. Just my battery's getting ready to kind of kaputs here.
Dave,
Yeah, much love to you, man.
Turn the heat up so I can come up there, please.
I appreciate you, brother. Much.
Chris texted me the temperatures for next week up in Connecticut. It's bullshit.
Yeah, Dave, much love, man. I'll be in touch this weekend. I'm sure we'll both be watching the Penn State game and yelling at our TVs. But I love you, man, and I appreciate you jumping on. And I'll see you again in May, man. Once it warms up there, I'll be back up. But and obviously our big trip, man. So I can't wait. Aruba.
So I'm going to open up a question that we had somebody post in the comments. And by the way, if anybody's got any questions or comments or whatever, post them in the comments on YouTube, and we'll be able to get to them. StreamYard does not have it set up to where we can see Instagram stuff, but we do see it on YouTube. So Charlotte Cigar Week has a question for everyone. What would you all say the hallmark of Blackbird cigars?
Well, do you want me to piss off Miyagi because he's driving and he can't get in here?
Yes.
Just for fun? What is it? The nest.
Yes.
The nest. The nest. The nest. And now just wait for it.
The half bird.
Yeah, the half bird. We'll just wait for it. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if Miyagi would actually be able to answer that better. It's really whatever is in your wheelhouse because they've got everything from the Connecticut all the way up to the Cuba de Brazil, and for me, it's the Cuco. I like the Cuco and the Corona. That is the one I can smoke all the time. Absolutely love that cigar and a Corona.
I would say I enjoy the Superb, and this. I'm a huge fan of a Sumatra cigar, so the Rook in a Corona size, it's the best version to me. That's the best version of the Rook that's out there.
Yep.
Man, it scares me every time we do one of these, Charles. But yeah, this Superb, this one's definitely up there. I still have not found the Crow box press, and I've become a huge box press fan, and I have been looking for that one, but I hear that one's a fucking banger, so I need to find that one.
Yeah, Crow box press is ridiculous.
I might know a guy.
Or a couple.
I got you. All
right, yeah, let me know, man, because I've had the Crow multiple times now, and I really love that stick, but I just imagine it in a box press because everything I smoke in a box press, I just seem to enjoy more. I don't know, it's kind of my Vitola, I guess. But
as long as I don't freeze to death in Connecticut, I got you when I come back.
So let's ask Bradley what his favorite.
If anybody else has tried, I was about to say, if anybody else has tried any of the Blackbirds, go ahead and spit them out.
Yeah, to me, I was going to say the Rook, and this is the first Superb I've had, and it's fairly good. But I would say Rook for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely like this Rook.
So Miyagi
All right,
says,
so
Miyagi says that the flamingo's been hitting him well. He just likes long, skinny things.
And big hands.
hey Mick, if you need, I can give you his cell phone number.
A cell phone number?
For Miyagi.
Yeah, if you Miyagi likes long, skinny things, so if you need his number, I can give it to you.
Copy that. I'll let you know.
Yeah, this Rook
So,
was really good.
there's Debbie.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say the Wren and the Crow are good. The Flamingo was awesome. Thank you, Miyagi, for that. And then this Rook is great. So I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of them. That was it.
Really pissed Miyagi off to say the hawk.
The Sparrow.
Oh wow. So Charlotte Cigar Week, last week and this week has been popping up with some good questions. So he says, what's most important to you as a smoker? Who grew the tobacco or who blended the cigar?
Last hashtag.
I'll say, to me, it's neither one. It's the flavor of the cigar. I don't care who it's from. I'm not big on the names or anything like that. If it's a great cigar, I don't care. And I've had some mediocre cigars from some big names that I didn't care for, and I've had some great cigars from people you never fucking heard of.
I don't know. For me, it's a lit cigar is my favorite cigar. It's whatever I'm smoking at the time. I know what I don't like, so I stay away from it. But for the most part, it's really about the flavor, the taste. I like the construction. It helps in my eyes when I know where it's been blended and if I know who the blender is, because I know what to expect. But I don't think that doesn't play a big part. I'll hunt that stuff down if I can find it, but I'll grab anything, and if it hits, it hits.
I mean, that's how you find something new.
Yep.
I mean, if you're only going for the same blender or the same brand all the time, you're missing out on the total experience.
100%.
Yep.
As long as it's not a Gurkha, I'm good. Got to draw the line somewhere.
I knew that's what I should have bought you for Christmas.
Oh my God.
So let's get the novice over there. Let's. I've taught him a lot over our short time with Bradley there. But what do you think of this cigar? What flavor notes are you getting? Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot here. I mean, if you can't really pull them out, that's cool too. But just trying to get what's Bradley got going on over there?
Okay, that's. I am a novice, but maybe some hint of like some sweetness, something like that. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
It's very nice though. It's a very good one.
Awesome. Glad you're enjoying it, man. Glad you're on board here with the Blackbird experience tonight. It's a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get yourself all worked up over tasting stuff, because in the beginning, most people want to taste a couple flavors. You usually catch espresso, catch chocolate. You might catch some straight stuff, but as you grow into it and you smoke more, you'll be able to pick up more things. But never just enjoy the experience.
Absolutely.
And when you're sitting there smoking a cigar, there will be a distant memory of when you were 12 years old of having a chocolate bar or something that'll pop into your head, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, I've had this before," and that's when you figure out that you've got a flavor note.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. There's a local shop. They have one that it's a pancake, and I want to go get that because they say it's like it takes you back to a memory of having pancakes when you were a kid. I gotta try that.
That was one of the Ezra Zions, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So while y'all discuss this one, I do know that I'm going to get ready to do the first drawing for Blackbird. Charlotte Cigar Week says, but wait, the Gurkhas made by Aganorsa are great.
I'm still not going to buy a Gurkha.
That's because it's Ag and Ursa.
Man's got to have his standards.
Yeah. Zions are made by Rojas. Rojas has been doing a lot of stuff for a lot of people.
Yep.
He does a lot of house blends for people.
He's got them up in Virginia Beach.
Oh,
at a
God,
place called
Willie's.
They're the best sticks. They're unbelievable. They're amazing. And as soon as they
He
go
did some
online,
good ones
I
for a
will
guy
get
in South Carolina.
Oh, what's that in Virginia Beach?
It's called Willie's. And,
Willie's?
one of the best lounges I've
It's-
ever been in.
It's in Newport News.
Okay, well my daughter lives there in Virginia Beach, so I can.
Have her go
Yeah,
over
Willie's.
there.
Willie's is Lee from Stolen
Wow,
Thrones' home shop.
Okay.
And have her go there, and it'll cost her like $80, and she can get you 10 of his house blends, and you will not be disappointed with it. They're
Well,
amazing.
I'm going there in March over St. Patty's Day, so Willie's, I will definitely remember that.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, I do have to jump off of here. 3:30 comes awfully early for me in Pennsylvania to go to work, so I really appreciate everything tonight, and I'll be sure to jump on here again soon, and look forward to following you guys.
Nice to meet you, Dave.
Nice meeting you.
Much love, brother.
Take care. Have fun in Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys.
All right, we are going to go ahead and do the Blackbird drawing real quick. The set that I have to go to is only going to put 3 people on here. So just because you leave the screen doesn't mean that you're off of here. It's just the only way I could fit everything into one. So really quickly, if you haven't posted in the comments on YouTube, type in hashtag RealSmoke, and you will be entered in a chance to win the Blackbird ashtray, the Blackbird hat, which is the hat that I'm wearing tonight. There it is. It is the black and gray, which is also the hat that we will be giving away next week in our Hatapalooza event. So, but you'll get the hat, 3 Rook, beard oil, and a Boveda starter pack. The beard oil is, of course, by Beard Apothecary, and the starter pack is from Boveda. So let's see. Give me just. Oh, look at that! It's got John on here. That's scary. Say hi, John.
I had to get my hashtag in real quick.
Wait, you put N Huggable? Really?
I did.
Dickhead. You're such an ass.
And huggable. That's funny.
Oh, I hate you.
What's Beard Apothecary?
Apothecary?
We have a spelling error.
Does it say Apothecary?
In the rolling banner? Yeah, there's a spelling error.
Ah. Oh well. It's Beard Apothecary.
Bacardi.
All right, here we go. Let's let her roll.
Just send it to Rob. He's gonna win it.
Maybe.
You better not.
He usually does. All right, 16 entries. That's not any.
Let's play Rob.
Who's
wins
going to win the
again.
big drawing?
Let's play Rob wins.
Oh.
Hey, John, look who just won. It's somebody who stole your name.
Yep.
Someone that stole your name.
Fair enough.
Yep. So, John, let's see. John, if you can go get us, let us know that you're on here. Shoot me your information. Let's see. John, are you on here? Hello, John. John. If John's not on here, I'm going to take a page from the Cigar Dude. Oh,
Yeah,
solid
he's here.
name, though. All right.
There can
All
be
right,
only
John.
one.
If yes, there can only be one. What's your name on Instagram, John?
John,
Wait, you spelled?
come in.
No, I did not.
Come in, John.
Waiting on John. Hello, John. Anyways, John, send me your post in the comments on here what your name on Instagram is, and we'll get up with you. And are we back? There we go.
We're back. We're back.
So I have to do this. Hey Kai,
Hey, what's up?
got any good stories of dad that you'd be willing to share?
Please.
Man,
Got to
you
go
really
straight to the daughter. Come on.
really put me on the spot. I don't know. I might need a moment to think of that.
I'm not helping you with this either. This is not like homework back in the day. I am not helping you with this.
Come on. I don't know. I don't really have anything like too wild or crazy. I just I don't know. I think my dad's one of the coolest people I've ever met, and not getting sappy, but I just don't know where I'd be without him. So he's one of the greatest guys I've ever met.
Aww.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Dang.
I love you too.
Great all the time, of course. I don't know where I'd be without you. You're my rock for sure. So
We love you.
I appreciate that. I feel that way about you sometimes too. I love you guys both, but honestly, what?
Sometimes.
Well, somebody say sometimes.
Yeah, you did.
I swear that must have been like a mic fuck up or something. No, for real.
Hey, we've all got kids. We understand the sometimes.
No, you know I love you guys both. But I really thought you'd go for the story. I will help you out with one. Remember the night you were our DD and you picked us up out at Spyglass and I thought the window was down?
Oh no. Damn, no.
You wanted to kill me. You wanted to kill me that night.
I'm pretty sure someone else vomited outside the window, but it just still went everywhere too. That was a really rough one. Some of the DD stories are probably the worst, but I knew you got home safe, so I was willing to take the L.
It was ugly. It was really, really bad.
Pretty sure you had to clean it up though, so I wasn't too torn up.
That was me and your mom's, I don't know, 20th anniversary, I think, and we decided to go to a local winery to see a band the night before we left for our big anniversary trip. And I had all this whole trip planned to go to wineries and breweries and distilleries, and we went out and got stupid drunk the night before. And so then that first winery we went to, we're like, oh, I just don't know. I mean, we fought through it, but it was a rough day. It was bad, but yeah, Kylie picked us up multiple times, and thank God for her because it was
on to confirm the night of the Eagles tribute band concert. That was also a fun one. When Mom left and I took you guys home. That was a fun one.
Yeah, Jeremy was a nightmare that night. I really thought he'd be jumping on, but no, he that was a fun night. She definitely left us there. and she probably had every right to.
That's all right. I'm a phone call away. I was.
Yeah, you was.
In like 4 states.
Yep. And you know, we gotta give Bradley some props because you gotta understand that as part of this family, she's got a lot of uncles. So there's nowhere you can't go that we can't find you.
Yeah.
That's all right. He
Bradley-
holds up to standards, I think.
Yep. Thanks. And one of us
Bradley's
a killer. Just saying.
Yeah.
Gators, Louisiana. Just
That-
saying.
I'm thankful for all my cigar uncles, though.
No, we've had that conversation before with Bradley, and there was a time I think I've had that rough conversation with him as well, but that was many years ago, and he's a good kid. He's definitely taken care of Kylie, especially since I left the state. So at this point, I have no bitches at this point. I'll let you know if that changes.
No bitches.
Hey, John, you said something earlier about being accessories after the fact. Why do you think I hang around you and Mick so much? It's so I can learn all that stuff to make sure I never get caught. I'm picking up tips, hearing stories about stupid stuff people did, making notes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mick doesn't have a special set of skills. Mick's got a special set of friends.
Yeah. You're not kidding. I know some people.
No, but that, as a dad, that's all you want is just someone that's going to love your kid like you love them, and you can't and treat them the way you want them to be treated. So you can't beat that.
I think my dad
Yeah, you
has
can all.
high standards for sure.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can nitpick somebody all day, but at the end of the day, as long as you know they're safe and they're being taken care of, and especially when, not going to go too deep into it, but Kylie has some health issues and whatever, and somebody that's willing to accept that and take that under their wing, especially with me being so far away now, I'm fucking grateful as hell for that. So,
absolutely.
His whole family's definitely stepped up and in my absence and kind of keeps an eye on her, and it's Kylie can be a handful at times, but she's truly my everything. She's great. So
You know what? She's the best, so she deserves the best.
Many blessings.
All right.
And he's humble too.
He is.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she's become the person that we send our podcast to listen to it and to cut us apart and tell us how bad it sounds.
I think you guys just have some really good natural chemistry, and it just keeps things jiving. Usually has me laughing my ass off, so it usually makes for a good, hour and a half, 2 hours on my Thursday. I always look forward to it for sure.
Yeah, we even started
It's a great vibe. It's a great vibe.
Yeah, I think it's gotten better. Obviously, I critique us as hard as anybody, and I listen to all of them over again, and I run stuff by Kylie, I run stuff by Charles all the time, and I critique us. But man, since episode 1, like 0 and 1, whatever, when we first started, till now, we actually we're not talking over each other as much. We have that back and forth and a lot more vibe, and it feels natural at this point. But just this week, Charles and I started a group chat with Kylie called the Real Smoke Think Tank. So like every dumb idea that I have, especially when I'm drinking, I put in that group chat so we can revisit it later. And Kylie's like, "You're an idiot, just stop." Or she's like, "That's a great idea." Yeah, so it's working out pretty good so far.
Yeah, Real Smoke's always going to get my real opinion. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
it's really bad when we start this little group message, and we've both been drinking a little bit, and we preface it that that's the reason we're starting this.
We want you to tell us if we're idiots or not. Just be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it was the day before that I went to John and asked him pretty much the same kind of questions, and I sent some of his responses back to Mick just to let him know, and it's kind of the stuff that we've been talking about as well. So we're looking at trying to see. We went from agreeing to do, we agreed with our wives that we were going to do 6 episodes, and then all of a sudden it went to 12 really freaking fast. And so we're, I guess over the next couple of weeks, we'll talk about what stuff we're going to keep, what stuff we're probably going to change, and anything new that we're going to add in. So, good feedback is what we're looking for. And what I'm finding out is you don't get good feedback until you ask somebody, "Hey, give me your thoughts." And they're like, "Well, since you asked." So,
yeah, I definitely got some ideas going into 2025, and some of the stuff I didn't run by you yet, Charles, but I'm sure we'll be back and forth over the holidays here like we always are. A night doesn't go by that we don't shoot the shit on stuff, but hey, look at that guy. I'll get to you in a minute. So the thought process going into 2025 is, though, like we've captured a lot of our, like, the core of the cigar community, but now how do we capture people that just want to see a great podcast? You know what I mean? And people, just the fun and the vibe, and just kind of bring more people in. So that's kind of where we're at. And I got some ideas. I know Charles does as well. But so joining us live from Florida, one of my first real supporters in doing the podcast thing. And man, if you don't follow this guy, you need to, because he not only smokes some of the best cigars, but he also, like, sunsets. He makes you jealous every fucking time he posts something. Every time. Welcome, George, the cigar nomad. Is he muted?
He looks frozen.
I think he froze
yes, he
right as you finished talking.
he is froze as well as muted.
He's in Florida. He shouldn't be frozen. That's fucked up. Thanks for joining, George. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
That was the whole "I'll get to you later." He said, "Fuck off."
Yeah, he might have. He might have.
Yeah, Charles, this macaw is fucking wonderful. We gotta find you one.
I think George left.
And George, and did Charles freeze, or is he just mad?
I think Charles froze too.
Charles,
you're going to tell him the appropriate response to that.
We're falling apart.
Yeah, right.
What is going on? All right. So welcome to the Mick podcast, the Real Smoke podcast with Mick and Devin.
Always have a backup. Always have a backup.
Yeah. That's how quick we shift gears here. Me and Charles talked about this. If we ever lose him, that's it. He's out. We're just moving on.
It's now the Real Dev podcast.
Yeah.
Man, losing everybody. Who's next to drop? I bet you Rob's the last one standing. I don't know. I just got a feeling.
He always is.
He always is.
I'll take over as Charles in the meanwhile. So on the next two giveaways, we're just going to skip those and give them to Devin. So,
well, welcome to the Mick podcast. I don't know what happened. How does that work? How are we still live if the guy running it is not live with us anymore? I'm really confused right now.
It's very possible it's just us talking and we're not even live. It could just be just
It's
us.
very possible. It's very possible.
He's still there.
He's still there?
No, you guys, we're all still live.
Oh, okay. I got you. Man. Yeah. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm so confused right now.
you'll be able to cut the switch. Can't clip my wings.
Can't clip your wings.
Yeah.
Sure can't.
Somebody clipped his feed.
He's probably got people working on the internet.
Oh yeah, he's probably got his broadcast crew ready. Oh wait, there he is. He's still frozen though, I think.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, there he is.
He's moving. We literally just crashed my computer. We literally just crashed my entire computer. I have no idea what the crap just happened.
Yeah, we lost George too. He gave me the finger and left. I don't know.
Well, see, I will say that, it was funny. His froze up, and then all of a sudden, I saw John's freeze up, and I saw mine freeze up, and my computer just went black. It was like my computer just completely shut the fuck down. So it was interesting because I was thinking, okay, so, because I have you set up as one of the hosts on here, so because yours stayed active, it kept everything going.
Got it.
And that's what I was wondering if that would happen, or it shut everything down. So, I mean, hey, at least I can go back and see what everybody was saying about me while I was gone.
So Charles, we took a vote while you were gone, and we decided that you're going to send everybody on here 3 of your best bottles of bourbon each. And it was unanimous.
All right, so let's see. I got y'all. That one called Malort, I'm really loving. I'll send that out to everybody. What's another one? Lusty Claw. That's a good one. I'll send out to everybody. Devil's Ass Juice. That's a good one. I'll send out to everybody. So y'all be getting samples really soon. I hope you drink them well. I will say that that last one has hints of taint and a little bit of salty. So it's a good one to try.
That's got to beg the question: how do you know what those are?
So I think George is backstage again. You think he's going to give me the finger again, or you think he's going to stay on with us this time? Any bets?
I think Charles is frozen again.
Yep.
I can't accept anybody. What the? Let me see if I can accept somebody.
Hey, I'm back.
George, whatever you got, say it quick.
There he is.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
I don't know if you caught the intro, but I'm glad to have you, brother. I'm glad to have you on, man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be here, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so as I was saying before everything went crazy there, George, big supporter of my last little venture in the podcast world, and if you're not following him, you need to. His posts are always like, man, I want to be this dude someday, like for real. He's and so me and George got to meet up in person last year in St. Pete. St. Pete, it was Clearwater, St. Pete. Where we actually meet up? It was, I don't know. It was
downtown Clearwater.
Okay. Yeah, what a beautiful city in the winter around Christmas time. It actually was just after Thanksgiving, I think they did their Christmas tree lighting and stuff, and beautiful setting. Got to meet his family. Had a cigar or two together, a few drinks, and it was just an outstanding night, man. So again, the cigar community bringing people together and just mutual. We had way more in common. We won't go too far into that, but way more in common than we thought we did just from the cigar world and the podcast thing. Our families are very, very similar, and just it was awesome to finally meet you in person, man.
Appreciate you guys having me on. Enjoyed listening to what you guys have been chatting about and messing around with so far. And just so we're clear, sometimes, Mick, I love you too. Sometimes.
Did I really say that? That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
You're not going to live that one down. That's going to be living with you for a long time, man.
I just can't believe I said that.
We're not going to let it down.
I'm not going to let you get away with that one.
I'll be re-listening to this tomorrow and be like, what was I doing? I don't know. Shit comes out of my mouth sometimes.
It's like I used to say to my kids sometimes, I love you, but and maybe your mother loves you too.
Absolutely.
And by the way, we're having that beautiful weather down here in Florida right now. Where are you guys at? I know you're in Tennessee.
South Carolina.
Yep.
We're at in South Carolina.
Irmo, right outside of Columbia.
I used to live on Lake Murray in a place called Marina Bay.
Yep.
You're in Tennessee. When they first built it, opened it up, I had gotten a contract down there for a business I was doing, and basically lived there for 2 years. They had just built it. We were one of the first ones to move in. What a spot! And the crazy thing about that was that when we moved in, it's like sort of like you're looking at it in construction. You're looking at a map. You're trying to figure out which one you want. We had to actually wait for them to finish building it and everything. And then one day I'm looking at it and I'm at the property and they're still doing under construction and our unit's ready. But I go to the girl and I say, hey, I think I looked at a balcony that had a perfect view of the sunset. And my only thing that entered my mind was I got to sit on that balcony and I got to watch sunset smoking a cigar. And so I went back in the office and said, hey, I'm changing units. How long till that one's ready? You got 3 more weeks. No problem. Move me into that one instead. So it was Marina Bay. And that was one of the coolest deals ever because you're coming in on the ground level when the property just opens, but it's almost like we used to call it Melrose Bay because it was like a party city. We all just hung out. They had a lot of typical luxury apartments now have these setups with fire pits and all that kind of stuff. But I never expected in Irmo, South Carolina, to have a view of the lake and the sunset every single night the way I had it there. And I was worried about missing sunsets in Florida. So to be on the water on that lake and see those sunsets was spectacular. I was in heaven. One of my best times I ever had in my life was those 2 years in Irmo, South Carolina.
Yep. Yeah, it's beautiful down here for sure.
People are great. They're really accepting, and sometimes as an outsider you might feel a little difficult to break in. In South Carolina, that's not like that, man. Everybody puts their arm around you.
Just don't go into Columbia.
Yeah, stay out of the Columbia area.
Well, Columbia is a completely different vibe in downtown, but still,
unless you have a bulletproof vest and some guns, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well, I did have that story too, but shooting. One of the first times I was with my wife, and I took her to a youth sports complex, and there was actually shooting at it, right about 25 yards from my car. So, yeah, that does happen.
Yep.
But
sounds like Memphis.
Yeah, it's similar. It's similar.
I don't know.
We just don't have any blues music.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, man. Glad. Did we just lose Charles again?
We did again.
Dude.
Good thing Miyagi got in.
Let him in here.
Somebody buy him a charger.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to buy him a charger.
His hamster froze.
Yeah. He didn't feed the squirrels.
That's phenomenal. Miyagi, welcome aboard, brother.
So you're
Thank
in
you.
Irmo, South Carolina. Where's everybody else sitting?
I'm Baton Rouge. Well, tonight I'm in Lafayette, but right outside Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Normally.
All right. I actually spent a little time in Lafayette, just doing a deal back in the 80s. So it was a long time ago. Probably don't look the same now.
No, I'm sure not.
I spent a week there.
One day.
I was installing. I was young. I was 20 years old, or 21. I was installing. I was 20, 19 or 20, and I was installing pneumatic tubes. Working for a guy installing pneumatic tubes and it was at a car dealership in Lafayette, Chevy dealership.
Comedy. Really digging this beer jelly.
Strange the things you remember.
Apothecary.
Yeah, the one right to the right of Rob. I don't know if it's the same on your screen there, George, but that's my eldest. That's the one I sometimes love. Yeah, and her boyfriend, and and of course everyone knows Miyagi and John, or maybe you don't.
Yeah, we would have hung out, but you decided to ditch us the other day, man. It's kind of messed up.
Dude, how long did you know you were coming to Memphis? Like, I can't do a 1 hour like, hey, I'm going to be at the Abbey in an hour. I got shit going on, man.
I just want you to know
Miyagi
notice.
Dude, that's island time, man.
Put the notice the day
do it when he
before,
says
by
he's
the way.
there.
It's like, hey, listen, Tennessee, I'm going to be there tomorrow. Who's meeting up with me? And Devin is the one who actually replied. And Raven, I told Raven before, like, hey, I might be there this week. And I actually ended up rolling over to the week after. So in theory,
Okay.
I actually announced that over a week ago. Only Devin is the only one who actually replied, hey, I'll be there. See you at 7.
All right.
See you at 4. I'm like, word, see you at 4. I did get there in Miyagi time, yes. I know that. I was actually waiting to hear that. I did get there at 4:30, not at 4, but that's besides the point.
I'm not gonna take away from Devin being the one to reach out, because Devin is that guy. Like he does a great job but I will say, like, fucking DM me and let me know so I can put it in my damn calendar so I'm not running errands for the wife. Like, DM me. So I literally had a shitty day at work. I got home late, and then the wife's like, I need you to go pick this up. And I got that, and Devin's like, I'm at the Abbey. Where are you coming over? I'm like, probably not. No, I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm always down for.
We had great beers, great cigars, man. Shit, lost track of time. I was trying to only have one cigar. Like, fucking next thing I know, it's like 8 o'clock and we're still hanging out. I'm like, holy shit, okay.
Mick,
Devin has that effect on people.
Mick, here's a typical Miyagi. Last Friday night, I'm out here. I'm getting ready to get the Heathens Herf going. I got my smoking pajamas on. I'm cold. I'm going to bed early, and the phone rings. I pick it up, and Sammy goes, "What are you doing?" I said, Fucking trick question. I'm in my fucking garage. I'm sitting here having a cigar. Meet me at the Merchant in 10 minutes. I'm like, what? I'm trying to with traffic. Meet me at the Merchant in 10 minutes. I'm not going to say no. So I go in the house. She goes, what are you doing? I said, fucking going to the Merchant. She goes, are you serious? I said, yep, Yagi's going to be there. I got to go. I had a 10-minute window.
So that's about exactly how long I had on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday night? That I was like, I'm like, man, it's a long story, but I had to write up an employee and it turned into this long fucking day and I'm getting piled on. But anyways, it's a long story. And I had one of those days where I was mentally completely blown out from the day. And
so you
the
need
wife,
a good cigar. You need a good cigar and a good time. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong on that account, but at the same time, at that point, I was binging on my couch like, fuck this. I'm just not going anywhere right now. I knew I'd hear shit about it, though. I knew I'd hear shit. So I'll gladly take it. I got broad shoulders.
Typically, I'm spontaneous, man. Like, I remember the last time I was driving back from Memphis, and you're like, wait, hold on. You were in Memphis, and you didn't call us, man. So I felt terrible, But I just had a couple of stops to make, Then
now we're even.
My last round of the year. Today is my, what was it? Second to the last day. Tomorrow's my last day, actually, on the road, and then I get to go home for a little while.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to that. The PlayStation is kind of missing me.
See, Mick, problem, I can't say no to Miyagi. So when I had that 10-minute window, I went in the house, got dressed, and I went to the Merchant with him.
I figured I had just passed his exit, and I was like, he always tells me the second exit is, one of the shops, and I couldn't remember which one it was. So I started keying in Merchant, like I got him speed. I was like, hey, look up, come up to Merchant, man. I'm 10 minutes away. He's like, why? I'm stuck in traffic, man. I'm not doing this. I ended up getting to Georgia at 4 a.m. in the morning, bro.
Oh, nope.
Wow.
Nope.
It was 4 a.m. in the morning, woke up at 8 to go hit the rounds. So I only slept like 3 hours.
It's the first time John's ever met Miyagi, and Miyagi was on time.
True story.
I'm always on time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, on your time.
My time.
Miyagi, I forgot to tell Mick how they basically thanked us for going there and started handing us out like free boxes of cigars and all that. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Good job,
All right, I'm stopping this bullshit now. I'm calling it.
I guess Charles is never coming back.
I guess not. I guess we're not giving away Lou's cigars. Damn it, we're gonna have to keep them. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Charles is right now throwing axe kicks across that whole garage, wrecking shit.
Yeah, I can see it now. He's losing his mind. There is no doubt in my mind. Oh shit!
I'm jealous.
There he is.
There he is. Only 2 of those ashtrays in the United States.
I can't believe that computer is still in one piece. I really cannot believe it. Wait. What do you say about the ashtray? I'm sorry.
That ashtray is the second one in the United States. There are those ashtrays don't make it here.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
Now
and Jordan's here.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Good evening.
So you're saying that the ashtray that we gave away is the second one in the U.S.?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I was really hoping.
By the way, whoever won that one, John, I'm sorry, it's not. It accidentally dropped it. It's not going to make it to you. Just saying.
I got some super glue. Send it to me, Chuck.
I just accidentally dropped it, and it's in a million pieces. Do not look at the ashtray in my next few posts. It does not say Blackbird on it. I promise.
Yes, two in the United States, man. That's crazy. Like, and it's coming out of this Joe, man. I hope that John. I don't even. Does anybody know who John is? I think we should shake him down for the ashtray. I'm just saying.
We know
I think I need the address for
I'm about to say, hey, John, I will send you some cigars if you let me keep the ashtray.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal. Charles wants that for the barrel room.
No.
Yes. By the way, we did have Jordan jump on here. See, John is actually still on here. What did John say? That's funky of you to do that. Ooh, I didn't. It was an accident. I had it on the table. It accidentally fell off. It just fell. It's
And it took out the
accident.
laptop. That's why
See,
you
when
went
when
off.
the computer went crazy, I slapped the computer. The ashtray fell off, and it just broke.
All makes sense. All makes sense.
It's a real shame. Just, I thought it was when you were throwing your computer across the barrel room and accidentally broke.
And that's exactly what happened. I promise. Nothing's crossed. I swear. By the way, Mick, we not only had Jordan jump on here, we had one of our other people who joined us on the podcast jump on. Chantel's on here.
Chantel,
and she's on mute. So,
Oh, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Sorry, I'm late to the party.
No, you're just in
Hi,
time.
girl.
Everyone's just
it
starting
was
to get a
Chantel
buzz.
who accidentally dropped the ashtray and she broke it. Just saying.
Damn it, Chantel.
What did I do? What did I do? Wait, what did I do?
Just say yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. Don't worry about it. Just say yes.
You know what? Absolutely. There you go. How's that?
There you go.
Work for you?
My computer decided to take a shit, so it kicked me off of here. And when I got back on here, one of the giveaways that we had tonight was a Blackbird ashtray. And I guess I just heard that there's only 2 of them in the United States, and we just gave away one of them, which just happens to be sitting in the house right now. So we're making up excuses on why that accidentally broke, and it can't be mailed out.
Okay, how about
So-
a Belladonna ashtray? There you go.
So I'm all about connecting people.
I didn't even know about those.
Yeah, we need one of those too at some point. But George is in Florida. Belladonna, Chantel, you're in Florida. So you guys, George, you need to buy some of her cigars because they're very good sticks. We had her on the
There
show,
you go.
and it's a Florida thing. So I'm just throwing it out there. I'm making connections.
Hey,
Chantel,
George.
how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, if it got any better, I couldn't stand it.
You know what?
That's his tagline.
I love that positive attitude. Come on now.
That's good.
I'm
Where are
I'm
you
in
at?
St. Pete.
Oh, well, I'm in Bradenton, so we're not too far from each other.
Come on now. Not at all.
But I make my way to Clearwater quite a bit. That's where I hung out with Mick for a little bit when he was down here in Florida last year. Because my son lives in downtown Clearwater, so I like to go to St. Pete in between sometimes and meet up. So love
right.
St. Petersburg. That's pretty cool.
It is cool. So is your son like off of somewhere around like Drew, Cleveland, somewhere down there?
Yeah, exactly. He's in one of those, that former FBI building downtown. It's a 14-story high rise. It's right across from the zoo of the
Wait,
local.
I was going to say it, George. You already got me. I was going to say, are you sure he's really not a Scientologist?
Not a Scientologist, but I sat on his balcony watching the whole thing in front of me. So it's pretty good.
Double dipping.
It's a trip.
Oh, Rob's not an honor now.
It's very interesting. There's a
Yeah.
little one that like probably was a motel at one point where they
Yes.
are right next door to him. So he's on the corner of Cleveland.
Poor
and,
Brandon.
It's
Greg, the
I
smoke.
think the other one. And right
Jim.
by the submarine shop.
Rob.
I
And
don't know if
Randy.
you know where the submarine shop is there on Cleveland.
That's a rough.
Yeah. So yeah,
So-
here I know exactly where he is.
Yeah,
I don't
anyway,
get there
so-
much, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we were there. We actually went there for the hurricane. How did you guys come out?
You know what, Helene, solid as far as me over here in St. Pete. Nothing really, honestly. Milton, different story.
Really?
8 days without power. Interior blessed beyond measure. Exterior pummeled.
Wow.
And and having my business out of my home, ironically, I know it's hard to think of all the tower humidors, but I do. I make it work. 8 days without power. It was. I could have went elsewhere, and I had a lot of offers just go stay. Right? We had no power, and at one point they shut down. I don't know if you're aware, but they shut down our like water plants and stuff because of so you understand. So, water for a minute, whatever. But the temperature in my humidors rose to a level that was next level, where it was a very difficult thing to watch. And I just wanted to stay here until that AC came on so I could icebox. I mean, it was an interesting journey for sure. But blessed compared to most people, 100%. Yeah.
It's crazy. My son, we went there to watch the hurricane. People thought it was crazy. Yeah, because he's on the 8th floor. It's the old FBI building. It's hurricane. I mean, it's built like a fort. Everything's concrete and rebar, and the windows and the doors. Like when you had the door closed, you couldn't even tell there was a hurricane happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'd open up that door and I made videos of 110 mile an hour winds, just watching off the balcony. But he never lost power. And he's basically like a block and a half from City Hall. So that was part of my theory, was he's not going to lose power because he's on the same grid as the cops and City Hall. And that he never lost power is crazy. And for Helene, he lost it for a couple hours. That was it.
So when I came out, so that's interesting you say that. When I came out from Milton, right, the next morning, I ended up going into my bathroom. My guest bathroom is sleeping in there because it was that was that scary. And I've been through some stuff here. It was very scary. So the next day when I woke up, I ended up going in the living room around 2 a.m. because everything had started to quiet down.
Yeah.
I got up the next morning and I walked out. I was like in a disbelief shock. So you can't call anyone. There is no connection whatsoever. You can't let people know you're okay. So I just got in my car. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and, like a sitting duck kind of thing, right? I'm going to get out there and try and find out what's going on. And I found a gas station, a convenience store gas station right by the fire station down the street from my house. And they had power. Thank God. So yeah, that's where they're going to have power for sure.
Little secret here. I learned this from my son because he was stuck in Asheville for Helene, and they lost power, lost everything. Obviously, everybody knows the story about what happened up there. And but he was very lucky because he lived in an area that didn't get hit by the mudslides and all of that. But he lost power. But if you've got an iPhone, I think 14 or better or something like that, what he had to do was he hook up the satellite, and you can walk outside. And iPhone has this feature that whoever's in your emergency contacts are the only people that you can connect with. So his wife and my grandson happened to just be in Orlando by chance when that happened. And so Friday night when Helene hit, and then he had no power, and he had no satellite or no cell service, he was able to walk outside, and it tells you when the satellite's coming by, which direction to point. And he literally goes outside and it says you got 10 minutes, and all you can do is text. You can't call anybody or anything, but you can just text. And that was his way of communicating with his wife to let us know he was good. And then people in his neighborhood, he was one of the only phones that had that feature because no one else had people in their emergency contact. So they would come to him and say, hey, can you have your wife call this person and let them know that I'm okay? And it was an interesting form of communication. That's all they had for I think 4 or 5 days.
People I don't think understand the gravity of that, because for the first time, and I've been here 20 years in Florida, originally from Maine, right? We've been through snowstorms, all the shit, right? I've been in California. This was something because there was no talking. There was no letting anyone know. There was no communication, right? And then, so for me, I'm like that person. I'm not going to sit here. So I went out, and again, I saw that. So then later on, I went out again, and our Publix opened, our grocery store here. You should have seen the people. We were all like psychotic because you could get their Wi-Fi in Publix, and people are trying to charge their phone. Any outlet, I'm talking to go on the produce, right? Where's an outlet? Get it in there, right? So but that was very surreal to have no communication whatsoever with the outside world. None.
But they set up the Publix here set up in the store. They set up several cell phone charging stations.
So awesome. That's very cool.
Yeah,
it was
pretty cool.
It was an interesting thing. I mean, again, I think that we pray it's like a one and two off, right?
Yeah.
Over whatever it is, like what is
I
it,
grew-
a century or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I grew up here, so it was to me. It's just it's the worst one I've seen. But I remember Elena back in the '80s.
I heard that was horrifying.
It never really bothered me. All of this stuff, it's just part of just get to high ground, get where you need to be safe, and just recognize Mother Nature for what it is, and hopefully make good choices and pray that your belongings don't get damaged. But this was, I think, caught a lot of people off guard because they weren't in flood zones before, and all of a sudden they got flooded, all kinds of problems.
Yeah, those are facts. It was definitely, just grateful to be here. I don't care. I mean, my backyard is like a disaster still within its context, but I know people that have lost everything. And they're not in their homes for the holidays. So I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
For sure. Very nice to meet you.
You too. You have to keep it always in perspective, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All the time.
The cigars are safe, so that's the main thing.
I'm going to tell you something. It was because I just changed factories and I just received a shipment within a couple weeks before this happened.
Wow.
I was freaking out because, I mean, and then it cost me a few more weeks, but I was able to save them. Everything's fine. So it's all good.
Are you familiar with David Blanco?
Not sure.
Oh, I should connect you with him because it's Blanco Cigars. He's part of the Placencia family, and he's located in Pinellas Park. Is where his
very cool. Oh, very cool. I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't know personally for sure. But yes, I'd love it. Pardon me?
Yeah.
So Mick's had Blanco, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, Dave's I'm pretty close with Dave at this point. We still text Merry Christmas every holiday. We're texting back and forth, checking on the family. And Dave, I think it's because of actually George that I kind of knew where Blanco was. I knew it was near my mother-in-law's place in Florida. And I walked into Dave's shop and it's like I had known him for years. And I had just met the guy. And he's like, "Hey man, what do you usually drink? You want some bourbon? Let's have a cigar." He pulls something out of his private stash. We have a cigar together. And I'm sitting there drinking a small glass of tequila and we enjoyed the afternoon together, and I'd never met the guy in my life. And it's like I knew him forever. And then the next 2 preceding years that we went to Florida, I met up with him and we had some drinks and cigars and Christmas parties, and he's just a great guy.
He really is. He puts on a great party. He really does.
Yeah, he does. And he is one of the hardest working dudes. I mean, I know anyone who owns a brand is constantly working and hardworking and what have you, but this fucking guy, I'm sure everybody's somewhat like this, but he never stops. And I've actually seen it with him because even when I was there with him, he's like answering phones and running to the other side and packaging cigars. And he never lost a conversation that we were having. So it's pretty impressive. He's a good dude, and we stay in touch to this day. So he's definitely a good dude.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of those shows personally, and he goes and place to place. I call him the hardest working guy in the cigar industry, as far as the amount of effort he's putting in. I mean, like you said, everybody like Perdomo when he started out, he was working at 2 jobs. I think he worked as a flight. What do they call it? In the tower, right? Come on, guys, help me out here.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. Yeah, I know. Control. He worked in the control tower.
Flight controller. Yeah. Or air control, air traffic controller. That's what it is.
There you go.
Air traffic controller. I think he was doing that at the same time that he was running his cigar business and trying to do both and everything else. And he said he wouldn't quit the other one until he hit 1 million cigars or something like that, I think, sold. But it's always a passion. That's the thing. And you're doing the same thing with what you're doing with humidors.
Yeah, but and so with this cigar industry, this is what I always say about us. Like you just said about, meeting him and not knowing him, but feeling like you knew him for a very long time, right? And this is this industry, and this is what I love about our industry. This is what has kept me here in this game, is this industry, and it's the people in this industry. You know, for real. I've never seen anything like it. The people in this industry. I'm very proud to be a part of it. And yes, I do have another job, but it's not a job. I have another business, right, on top of it. So I understand you can. I mean, it's a building process for sure.
Yeah.
Even after I'm 4.5 years in, and I still have a lot more to go. So, yeah.
Well, if you ever want to learn, because the cool thing about David is he gives you all his knowledge. Like
love. I would love to. Yes.
He's really great about that. And he's got a wealth of information and knowledge because of his family, because the business, it's a family business that goes generations back for him. So
yes, right.
And he's a vet too, by the way.
Well, everyone that knows me knows I support our military and our first responders for sure, all the time. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I would love to have the connection.
Yeah, I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up there, Chantel. He's seriously one of my favorite dudes. We're definitely gonna have him on at some point. But yeah, we'll get you hooked up there. He's a really good dude.
Thank you. Sounds like it.
We're about to hop off for the evening, but we just want to thank you guys for having us. It's been such a pleasure.
Good night. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Hey, and by the way,
Thank you, Bradley.
For on here.
See you guys.
Sometimes Mick loves you.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we love you all the time. Mick only loves you sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he loves you.
You guys are too cute. Oh, good night.
Much love, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll be in touch soon.
I'm done.
Oh, too cute. You guys have been going a while. Like what? Over 2 hours?
All right, so really quickly, we've been going a little while.
Yeah.
Almost. We are going to go ahead and do the first lure drawing. The drawing for lure cigars is he's got a sample pack, I think a couple of stickers and things like that, and some swag that he's throwing in. So if my computer crashes, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out. I've just been dealing with some technical issues today, so
we'll keep them.
Send them to me
it's
if your
fine.
computer
Okay.
crashes. It's
So let's see. It's gonna send a couple of people off the screen for a second, but it'll figure out who's gonna be the third person. Let's find out.
Cool.
Aldi.
It's John again.
John again.
Hi, John.
John again.
Like John.
All right.
Let's play John wins again.
Let's go for another J name.
Another J name.
Thanks again, Lou.
All right.
We're doing this.
Let's see. Yeah. Huge thanks to Lou. I'll let Mick tell that story here in just a second. But let's see. Who's going to win this one? And we have two as well. So Josephus, hit me up on Instagram, and we will take care of all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah. Lou, I think I told this last week when we were on with John. Lou, from minute one, has become a friend of the show and family, really, and he's always supported us 100% the whole way through with everything we do, and we try to repay that back to him and repost everything he sends us. And his stories maybe brought us to the brand, but his the cigars keep us there. And Lou's the night that we put out, hey, who wants to sponsor our friends and family Herf? Within 5 minutes or so, Blackbird was like, yeah, we got you. Or Jonas, I think, reached out to Charles and said, we got you. We want to sponsor this. And I'm like, that's awesome, man. And 2 minutes later, Lou responds with, hey, I'm all in. And we're like, hey, man, sorry, Blackbird got it. And we're excited to have them, whatever. And he's like, I still want to give you guys some prizes to give away. And I'm like, that's just the dude Lou is, man. And we appreciate him helping us out. And he's definitely a friend of the show. And like I said, kind of family at this point, man. I just connect with everything all of his stories, everything with his dad, smoking a cigar and with his dad growing up. And man, Lure cigars are definitely nothing to pass up when you're looking for something good, man. So just throwing that out there. But hey, I think also I'm going to throw this out there, Miyagi. I know you're having some fun with John there in the background, but like give us a little bit, man. Give us a little Blackbird knowledge that says Blackbird Night. Let's give you your spot, man.
Man, spotlight. Okay. Now, honestly, look, with Blackbird, we're about the experience. You know, there are different palates, different tastes, and we try to make everything available to everybody for everybody to enjoy this. But at the end of the day, it's about the experience. Okay, we just want you to be able to enjoy yourself, enjoy a good cigar, enjoy it with some good friends. Have some fun, have some laughs, drink something nice, and then just make the best out of it. That's our goal. That's our aim. We aim basically to create those experiences. One of the biggest lines that you'll hear from Jonas all the time: cigars brings people together, and that's what we look for.
That's
Hell yes.
facts. So facts. That is the best part of our community, isn't it?
Right.
I do have one question for you, though, Miyagi.
Yes, sir.
Is this going to be available soon?
Which number is that one?
That's the Rook, tonight's cigar.
Oh yeah, the Rook is part of a core line.
Well,
It's available tonight.
In this Vitola.
Yeah,
that's the
it's out there.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, Corona is part of it's you can actually find it on a couple of the websites, Small Batch, smokingpipes.com. Primarily, you're going to be able to find it there. It is part of our core line. I do want to bring out
the other two sizes.
Panel. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I've only seen the Robusto and the Toro.
It's the most common one, but the Coronas, man, I'm all about the Coronas myself, man. I love all our lineup in Corona. It's just one of my favorite Vitolas. But for those who are actually in a smoking panel too, you actually should be getting rid of some 3 new cigars. We actually got some 3 new cigars coming up this year too. Be on the lookout for that. I'm pretty excited about it. If you guys
will not let me join that thing.
Send me a DM. I'll send you the email.
All right.
Well, hopefully I get in on this one.
Same. Send me a DM and I'll get you the email. Make sure we get with. We're doing the registrations this week. Probably the week actually after Christmas. I'm sorry, like just before New Year's, I should have all of that set up. Most of the folks that got going through the second round should be receiving it or have received it already by now.
Yeah, I will say that that Corona size, it hit just right, man. It was awesome. It like a Lancero is a little small for my hands. I know that was a big joke earlier, but it was fucking outstanding, man. It was that was a great.
You gotta try the
spot.
Flamingo, man. It looks good.
Dude,
It's so small. It's got that hot pink. You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Rob made me laugh so hard earlier with that.
Devin's gonna smell my truck later too.
No promises.
Well, Miyagi, I was hoping Jonas would be able to jump on here, but like I've told him, can't thank you guys enough for jumping in on being the sponsor for tonight's episode, because Mick put out there that just looking for a sponsor for the night, and Jonas, I think it was like seconds, and he sent me a message and just said, "Hey, what do I gotta do? How can I do this?" And then Lou from Lure sent Mick a message within seconds right after that one. So we told both of them that we could give Jonas the spotlight, but throw Lure in and throw Lou in as well, because that's 2 big groups that every time that something's happened, they're always right there. So we appreciate Blackbird and Lure for both jumping on. And we do have one more Lure to give away if my computer doesn't take a shit again.
I would have jumped on one more. I was still driving when I started, and I got to the hotel, and I forgot you had sent me the link. Otherwise, I would have jumped in a little earlier. But I appreciate you having me.
Every time I go to grab a Blackbird or 2 from the humidor at our local brick and mortar, I'm like, these have to be priced wrong. I'm gonna grab like 10 of them. Like and like honestly,
Yes.
like they're such a great smoke at an incredible price. Like it just blows my mind. And every time I'm like, yep, grabbing like 5 of them. So it's
I gotta say, even here in California, it's the
ridiculous.
same. The price of these cigars in California, I mean,
Yeah.
they could be priced higher for sure. But I'm glad that where I get them at, I mean, I don't think they know what they have.
I'm adding a few more places in California, man. So yeah, you'll see us more active out there.
Yeah.
I'm looking for excuses to go to California more often, but
yeah, you got to come up to Northern California, man.
We'll see
Are you in this?
that one? And
I think the best thing about this.
Are you in the smoker-friendly stores or the
best?
Tobacco Depot?
Not yet. I just did Rocky Mountain Cigar Fest and got to speak to some of the folks, but we're not yet with Smoker Friendly just yet.
Very cool.
I'll see if I can put a word in.
I really appreciate it.
Congratulations. It sounds like you are rocking. Good for you.
A lot of
For
work,
real.
but it's good.
Yeah,
it's
it is. I always tell my
I've
daughter.
been saying
okay. Go
I
ahead.
haven't worked a day since last year, since July of 2023. I haven't worked a day. I've been hitting the road nonstop. These guys always make fun that I'm on the car all the time, but you know, it's worth it at the end of the day. You know,
it is.
It's a lot of hustle, but it's really good worth at the end of the day. You meet these people. You
Really,
meet
Devin?
people's families.
Really?
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Really, Devin?
That was like.
I saw it a while
You
ago
guys.
on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah,
It's
I'm
the internet.
And then fucking Charles posted there.
You guys know why he's huggable, right? Did he tell you the story about the huggable?
Oh,
No.
please tell us.
I'd love to.
No, we just
No,
told
please
you.
tell us.
Please.
Right?
Let's go. Here we go.
Right, facts.
And here we go.
We are in this event in South Carolina, and he just so happens to show up and is hanging out with us. And Jonas is, he was doing his event, and at the end afterwards, we just kind of like, sat in a couple of chairs, and we just kind of talking, and Papa just happened to be right next to him, and at the time he's like, "Hey, we're just getting ready to go." He's just saying goodbye to everybody, and then he looks at him. He's like, "I gotta hug him again, man." He's just so huggable, and the way that Jonas is, like, he's just so huggable. You look at him, it's like you just want to hug him. We're like, I've never seen Jonas like that. It was like, oh, we just lost our shit right there in the middle of the shop, and he became huggable. Yeah. There might have been a little alcohol involved at the time, so
A little. Hashtag huggable hobbit.
Yeah.
He makes the squeaky sound too.
Oh, Frankie.
That's phenomenal.
Why do I come back for the abuse?
Hey.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Is there any way to blow up?
Names, man. You were even Weebles Wobble for a little while.
but they don't fall down.
No, we learned
That was
from
last
him,
Christmas.
as much alcohol as you
That was
give him.
Copito. That was just the Copito talking last year.
Right.
Is there any way, Charles, to blow up that picture of Frankie Fish and make it? Does he have like a big chain on that he's biting or something? Every time you bring up a statement by him, I want to look closer. Like, what am I looking at?
Oh, he's holding a cigar.
I have no idea. He's holding a cigar, and he's trying to give
gangster.
his.
He's doing the
I'm trying to figure out if it's gangster or Pornhub stare.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Too cute.
I mean, you always.
It's onlyfrankies.com.
There it is. You can't see it. You can almost see it. Oh.
That's great.
Wait, keep it up there. Put it back up there.
show up tomorrow.
I knew I came in at the right time. I knew it was something happening.
That's cool.
And for those of y'all that don't know, this is the proper way to say hello to Frankie.
For all of you on audio only, he said he sometimes loves it.
You guys are too much. I can't even breathe.
John and Huggable are muted.
Oh, I think I lost connection.
Oh, everybody's saying they lost.
I think somebody needs to send Frankie. I think somebody needs to send Frankie the link and get him on here.
Oh no,
I got it.
no, we don't. No,
Yep,
no,
Don't
we
want
don't.
that, I promise you. He's gonna start talking about food and listen, forget about it. You know, it's gonna.
Well, who's coming back
Those-
on? Oh yeah,
Those green cannolis.
there he is.
Where's Lou?
Oh, there's
So,
Hey,
What's up, Lou?
Hey, Lou, while you're on here,
Yeah.
while you're on here, I'm gonna roll the second giveaway that you've got tonight. Again, disclaimer: if my computer takes a shit, I just keep them.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Here's a link.
I like your style, Charles.
Show Hobbit's pick. No, we're not showing my.
All right, so y'all keep talking. I'm working on this.
I apologize.
So, hey, Luke, go ahead and tell what is in the giveaway.
We got in the giveaway. So you've got a Fish Sticks XL, a Holy Coley, a Mean Gene, Tally Alley, Big Lou, and Little Tony. So that's the 6 cigars in the pack, and then we'll do a. There's a coaster, some stickers, a button, and the hat that I'm wearing today. It'll be a lure beanie.
Badass.
With fishing lures. So
Pretty cool stuff.
Love
yeah.
Yeah, please.
So I wanted to shout out to Bryce. I smoked my first after the Rook. I smoked my first Silent Hero cigar while I was without internet access.
Yeah,
it was very good. Enjoyed
Oh
it.
yeah. Which one did you have, Lou?
I had the Parejo Robusto. I think it was a Habano. I don't know what the blend is. I'm about to light up the Maduro now.
The Maduro's the founder's choice. That is fantastic. You had the best.
Yeah, it's all
088 Habano.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Unless it was a box press.
No, I didn't. I saved the box press. I was going to save that for Clean Palette
Yeah, that
tomorrow.
box press is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Candela, of course. I'm saving the Candela. So.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you guys what. I've been doing this for a year and change now, and nobody has a swag game like Lou has. His swag is next level.
It is.
That's
for
the fun
sure.
part about it.
Yep.
Fun part about it.
Best store presentations, period, though.
Yeah.
You gotta say, you could spot it a mile away.
Oh, look at this.
Hobbit.
Wow. The Hobbit.
Bust my balls, will you?
Bruce.
I don't know if he's of the right height for this. Hold on.
I know. I'll set him in a small box. Sorry, Bruce. I had to do it. Sorry.
That was epic.
Lou, you'll have to let us know what you think of that Candela when you get to it as well. Because honestly, I know these guys turned me on to it, but man, that thing is unbelievable.
Well, it's legendary. It's got a high expectations, but I'm excited to try it for sure.
Text me your information. I'll send it to Lou.
There you go.
I'm Lou. Oh, I think.
Lou, I'll get you
Man, Devin.
I'll get his info.
Yeah, shoot me Bruce's info. Did you get the other address, Charles?
Not yet. I will reach out
Okay.
to him. Hey, John,
Okay.
if you're on here, if you want to send Lou your information, you can go ahead and send Lou your information.
No, it was Josephine.
at Lure Cigars on Instagram.
John won the Black
Or Josephus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Josephus.
Josephus.
Yeah, Josephus. Sorry.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
Devin.
So
Devin lost. He has
Josephus
to
and
smell my
Hobbit
truck.
happened to win the Lure.
All right. Way to go.
Charles, you guys, I have to pop out. I know I'm only in for a minute. I have to continue to put together a corporate order that I have for a client, but I would love to give a giveaway if you want to just roll like that, if that's okay with you.
Hells yeah.
It's the
Let's
season
do
of
it.
giving, right?
We'll do it right
It's the
now.
season of giving. So we'll give away, and the only reason
Yes,
why I
ma'am.
have this is because I'm putting a corporate order together. So we'll do a sample pack of Belladonna cigars and an ashtray, which is filled with ashes, but it won't come that way. But well, I don't know. Maybe we'll send that too. But anyway, an ashtray, and then I'll throw some extra little swag in. So again, Merry Christmas. I thank you so much for having me on tonight. I know I was only here for a brief moment. You guys were awesome, and I hope to have many more times like herfing and stuff together. But I do have to do this. Yeah, I got to get on it. But I wanted to come on and say hello and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. So please, if you want to do that, I would love to give that away.
That's awesome, Chantel.
Hell yeah.
Of course, my pleasure. Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, we greatly appreciate that, and that's awesome.
If your computer doesn't shit, right? The bed. I can't top the rest of these guys, but I certainly like to contribute. PB, whoever PB is, congratulations.
Peanut butter.
All right, so whoever PV is, you have a couple of seconds to go ahead and post on here.
PB.
Yeah.
Hey, I made
Go ahead and post.
PB, where are you? PB.
Where's the
So,
you out there?
jelly time?
Give it just a couple of more seconds, John or Chantel. Tell us when to spin again.
No, well, I don't know. It's up to you, doll. It's your show. I'm just a great
All right.
visitor.
There we go. PB says hashtag real smoke. PB, send us your name on Instagram. That way we can get some information from you.
Yes, my pleasure, you guys. Thanks so much for having me. Normally, again, I would hang out longer, but it's that time of year. You know what I mean? There's so much going on. But I thank you, Charles, and everyone for having me on here. I really do. And I wish everyone a very blessed and beautiful holiday season, for sure. And a Happy New Year. Great things to come, right? Miyagi, everyone, great things to come this year. I'm excited for all of us.
You as well.
Thanks, Chantel.
Thank you so much.
We love you,
Good
girl.
night, you guys. Oh,
Merry
love
Christmas.
you,
Merry Christmas.
y'all. Good
Merry
night,
Christmas.
you guys. Thanks so much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Bye,
Christmas.
guys. Good
Merry
night. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
So that was awesome. PB says he's
Hell yeah.
here. Give him a sec to get that information. So
Cool. Perfect. Man, and did not expect that. We all kinds of giveaways tonight. How do we get entered in these, Charles? I think we're fucking up here.
You
yeah.
want to be the king.
We need to find people to get on here and just use the hashtag for us.
Yeah, exactly. Jordan, what's up out in California? We really haven't talked to you very much, man. What's going on?
I just finished the Rook, so I'm working on getting my second cigar of the evening.
Okay.
And just joining along with you guys, enjoying all the commentary because between John and first time ever meeting the Hobbit, nice to meet you, by the way.
Experience.
I haven't had that pleasure
Kind of
yet,
like
but-
smoking a blackbird. It's an experience.
Hell yeah.
Cut that one for you, Miyagi.
My precious.
Other than that, it's I don't know. It's been good. Like I said, I regret not being able to smoke for the first hour of this thing with you guys, but it was funny getting to hear everything and laughing. And I think Rob almost tried to kill me while I was driving when he was making that comment about Mick and his big hands. And and it's okay, Mick. I understand. I get what you're saying about the big hands. It's very odd for me to hold something that small too.
Yes. Thank you. Finally, thank you.
But I still like him because
But with
all
life experiences, he's figured out how to do it.
I just got to smoke him more like a roach, like.
You start with a clip. Are there ever tweezers involved? That's all I need to know.
I mean, roach occasionally a magnifying glass, but it's not the size that matters.
I will say this is probably, and Charles can probably attest to this. This is probably our most clippable show we've ever done for voiceovers and clips.
It's going to be the one that's going to get us community stricken so many different times when I try to repost the shit.
Oh, so I'm probably going to get it.
You're going to have to release it on Rumble or something.
I'm going to get us kicked off Instagram for this, but I forgot to text this to you, Charles. Yesterday I saw we're completely shadow banned on almost everything. 3 of them because we're promoting marijuana by using the word smoke. And 2 of them for sexual something. I don't even fucking know what it is because it looks like a phallic object. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Who is reviewing this shit? I don't know. I'm going to go off here, so I'm going to stop with that. But holy shit. Just stop. What are you looking at? I don't know.
Well, Mick, you might want to stop bobbing your head while you're puffing on your cigar.
It doesn't count unless I do this.
Exactly.
Yeah, Devin right there.
I know. Devin there trying to get him to start the truck, code word.
Smell my truck.
Smell the truck.
And there's another clip.
I'm just trying to sell John's fucking car diffusers, man. Holy shit. And I'm getting killed here. I'm getting killed.
The
How much of that cigar you got left, Mick?
I'm on my second cigar. I smoked a little pig after I finished the Rook. Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm already almost done with my second one. Hey, Mick, does that look familiar?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it does. It's like one of my favorite cigars ever. I love that smoke, man. You took one of them home from Memphis, didn't you?
Did you guys do your ratings?
No, that was my not yet. That's what I was going to bring up next, but that was my cigar from Jennifer for today. So that's
nice.
Day number 19 was the Paca from Cavalier.
Dude, I love that fucking cigar.
Mick,
That's one of my favorite cigars.
So I'm trying to talk my wife into this, Charles. Is she giving you one cigar a day, or like yesterday you posted a whole box of Belgian Blue?
That was a box that I happened to pick up that is now empty. But it was a good background for the cigar. She gives me one a day. She does it. She does that during Valentine's. She does it during Christmas. She'll do 14 days of cigars, and then she'll do 25 days of cigars. And she does that every year. She always has.
I'm trying to talk my wife into it, and last night I was trying to convince her that, oh, no. Every time it's a box of cigars, honey.
Well, see, the funny thing is every time there's a theme behind the cigars. And I'm usually pretty decent at figuring out what the theme is. And I don't have a freaking clue what the theme is this time.
Hey, Charles.
I just know that she's done some freaking bangers.
I think Frankie's in the green room.
Ooh. Bring on the fish.
Not yet.
Oh.
All right, so am I starting off tonight? there's a lot of pressure. Miyagi's in the room.
You always.
There's a lot of pressure.
I know that's why you're starting off that way. If yours is crap, I'm gonna say, "Oops, I lost my paper. It fell off the table with the ashtray, and it got broke."
Dog ate my.
All right. So here we go. Blackbird Rook Corona. On the nose, I got baking spices and butter, maybe a little bit of cracker in it. Slight earthiness. Cold draw, I got pepper, light pepper, sweetness, a little bit of earthiness, and light cream. First third, I got cream, dry fruits, and light cedar. Second third, I got almond, dry fruits, light pepper, and nutmeg. The final third, I got light pepper, toasted nuttiness, not because I'm sitting beside Devin. A little bit of black pepper and cedar, more cedar on the retro, which I actually really liked. Pre-light experience, I gave it a 13 out of 15. Flavor, I gave it a 23 out of 25. Smoking characteristics, 22 out of 25. Overall impression, 33 out of 35 for an overall 91.
Thank you.
All right.
I love that
so, again, we score 2 different scales. So he does his that he's always used, and I do what I've been doing for the past couple of years. Excuse me. On the body, light sweet tobacco, musty barn, and slight manure. On the foot, dark fruit, plum, and a sweet tobacco. Cold draw is a open draw, fruity and tobacco. On the light, woody, nutty, slight earth, retro, has mineral, black pepper. Into the first, notes up front is a slight salty mineral note followed by creamy sweetness, slight hints of a bready sweetness at the end. Retro brings out the mineral mixed with a sweet cream note, finish with a light black and white pepper. Smoke is thick and creamy, burn is wavy, but corrected itself. Ash is nice and tight. Draw is completely open, medium to full in body, but medium in strength. Into the second, notes up front is a slight coffee, nuts, earthy mineral with a slight fruity sweetness in the background. Retro is soft and easy. I get a slight sweetness mixed with a black coffee and a slight white pepper. Hints of almond show up here and there. Burn tends to get wavy, but corrects and catches up. No relights. Draw is a little too loose, but still getting good smoke. Texture is thick and chewy. Medium plus body, medium strength. Ash is a little flaky. Into the final third, notes up front is a salty peanut mixed with a zesta cracker. Slight mineral, black coffee, and floral sweetness. Retro is a slight spice, floral, and mineral. Draw is still a little loose. Smoke is less thick, but okay. Burn is good. Ash is flaky. Medium plus body, medium strength. Construction, 18 out of 20. Draw, 13 out of 15. Burn, 14 out of 15. Complexity, 19 out of 20. Enjoyability, 19 out of 20. Smoke output and texture, 4 out of 5. Overall experience, 4 out of 5. Welcome to 91.
Wow. Now I got a quick challenge for you guys. Just a quick memory regress on it. So you both had one very good thing in common, which was like that black and white pepper combination on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
To me, honestly, it's actually more like a Saigon cinnamon, that spicy cinnamon. Because it's really not on that, like, what you call, it's not like that burn that pepper normally leaves you. It's more like that, like a sweet.
I will say the white pepper is more of a savory white pepper.
Yeah.
The black pepper had that little sting to it. So that's why I was thinking I was feeling the black pepper, but there was a savory quality in there that I only pick up with a white pepper.
Gotcha. I was just actually amazed, both of you. I've never gotten pepper out of it, like white pepper like that, out of the cigar. It's usually...
It was mostly light with me. I mean, it wasn't the forefront for sure. It was in the background, but it was prevalent to me the whole time. And I mean, it wasn't something that overpowered like a lot of Maduros would do. But it definitely had that little bit of hint to it that gave me that pepper. But
nice.
man, it was outstanding. It was that's what, our third highest rated cigar of the year, Charles, I believe.
Yeah. So where is the Sumatra from?
That is Ecuadorian Sumatra.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. I usually get I get that. I get what I feel is I always get the mineral note. I get the salty cracker note anytime I'm doing Sumatra, and Sumatra is one of my favorite wrappers. So Miyagi, going to put you on the spot since we got to be put on the spot in front of you. Think about what you heard, what we said. Compare it with what you think.
Definitely on the nose with my train of thought. I have to kind of revisit that because I've never, and I've had this conversation with John before and with some of the guys before. Just I've never really put pepper into that cigar specifically out of our entire life. Never really actually had like at least addressed pepper. It's always been more like a cinnamon spice. Definitely medium body. And the varying between the vitolas also kind of changes a little bit. But the flavor, the savoriness that you get out of the cigar, especially in a Corona, has always been on point with me. That you basically resonated just like exactly what I think about, on the cigar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say that when it comes to the Rook is one of the cigars in the lineup that I enjoy the most. I mean, there's a lot of them in there. The Crow, absolutely love. The Unkind is all the way up there. I have a cigar that just happens to be labeled the Raven that I would love to smoke, but Jonas says I can't post pictures of it. But
It's the Unkind.
when it comes to that cigar, I've enjoyed that one. But when it came to the Corona version of it, I love the Corona version of that cigar. I like the other Vitolas in that cigar. I love the Corona version of that cigar. And
Corona's a price on it.
I sent a message to Jonas, and he was like, "What cigar do you want to do?" And I told him, I said, "I don't really know what cigar. What cigar are you smoking right now that you absolutely have fallen in love with?" He said, "The Rook Corona." I said, "Let's do it." And that's what he sent.
Yep. So the Rook took a little bit of a turn from 2 years ago to this year, right? When we started, perfecting or tweaking, let's call it tweaking, and just to make the blends better, have better control. And one of the ones that honestly made to me the better change was the Rook. I used to love the Rook only on the Robusta format. Now I've smoked all of them, the Toro, Corona, and the Robusta. They're very consistent, and they're just like these undertones are just like very appeasing to the palate. So if you just want to relax, or for me most of the time driving and I just want to enjoy myself, the Rook is always the first thing that comes to mind. My wife was messing with me the other day because I usually I take off the labels, and I have a little trash can on the back of the seat that I normally try to get the labels to fall in there, but they normally don't. They always end up somewhere else. And she was picking up some of the stuff in the back of the car, and I probably had like half of the car was full of Rook on the floor.
Yeah, outstanding blend.
Well, I will definitely, yeah.
Corona is one of my favorite. I honestly, I didn't expect it to be that much of a banger. Like, I think the size, the Vitola of it made a difference in my experience with it. So I really did enjoy that. And I mean, maybe part of it's that Jonas said, "Hey, this is one of his favorites." I mean, maybe it was in my head already, but honestly, it was such a great smoke. Enjoyed it the whole way through, and like I said, it's one of our top rated ones of the year. It's kind of cool that Blackbird and Lure are sitting here in the same screen with us on our last podcast of the year, and that's 2 out of our 3 top fucking cigars of the year. So that's we really appreciate all you guys, man. And it's like you guys all said, man, the experience and bringing people together in the cigar community. That's the only reason we're doing this and we're here. You know what I mean? And I feel like some of the guys on this screen are like brothers to me, man. And especially this guy to my right here. I guess is left on your screen, but Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's we've all become family, man, and it's all because of this great freaking dead leaf that we love smoking, and the people putting together, and it's just an incredible journey, man. We appreciate all you guys.
This is what it's all about, man. Honestly, meeting Devin the other day was phenomenal. As I said, you missed out, homie. We were joking, we were laughing, we were talking about philosophy, life. We did, talking about beers, man, enjoying. And honestly, time flew, brother. Time flew before we knew it, man. We're just trying some stuff. Dude, like most of these guys that are here right now that are on, we've in one form or fashion met each other one way, or exchange in one way, and it's always been like family. You know what I'm saying? It's been awesome. I met Lou for the first time in person, actually here in Kentucky last year, and if I tell you, man, he greeted me like he recognized and greeted me like we've known each other for ages, man. And I met you probably like a month or two before that, and that's what the cigars do, man. When you find this commonality with the cigars, it's so easy to become family. Just you get that step from friends and family. We got Frankie's even send me food every now and then. Like my wife is like, "How come you're doing so much, Italian food lately?" I'm like, "Shut up, I got a bad influence."
I gotta tell you, Bruce is fucking really quiet right now.
Where is the little munchkin?
He's over here. He's sitting.
Really?
He's really quiet tonight.
So, really quick, before we introduce the one and only Frankie Fish, Mick brought up about this cigar was, rated one of our highest. So I've been keeping a track of what the cigars that we smoked, and Mick smokes other cigars in his time. You guys follow my stuff. I smoke at least one or two a day, but we're only going to do what we smoke on here and review it. So, this is the breakdown of the cigars that we smoked on the podcast. So if you want to say these are our cigars for 2024, here they are. Our top rated cigar with a 93 was the Brownie Trout from Lure Cigars.
Lou.
Our number 2 cigar rated with a 92 was the Maverick by Jake Wyatt. Tied for third place at 91 was the Rook Corona and the limited edition 2023 from Cavalier at 91. At a 90 was the Freedom Fighter Lancero from Shafio. At an 89 was the 24 Los Calaveras Crown Heads. Tied with that one was an 89 Founder's Choice Silent Hero. Tied with that was with an 89 was a Knight Commander Foundation. After that, you had 2 with 88s was the new Wiseman Maduro from Foundation, and the Ace from Belladama. And then we had at 85 was a LFD Reserva Especial. So our top 3 for the year was the Brownie Trout, the Maverick, and tied Rook with Cavalier. So
hell yeah.
If you look at that, the majority of our cigars that we enjoyed were craft.
Yeah. Yep. Not only craft, but
So,
it's the brands
from
that we
I will say go ahead. Yeah,
Sorry.
finish that one.
No, just it's the brands that we look for every time we go into a damn store. I mean, it's people. Yes, it's people we connect with and people we've had on the show. But at the same time, it's literally what I look for when I go into a store, when I go into a brick and mortar and look for a smoke. I truly enjoyed these throughout the year before we had you guys on the podcast, but bringing you on here and getting to know the people behind it a little bit, it's something we truly love. And man, we've enjoyed this journey. I'm speaking for Charles a little bit here, but it's been an incredible first little half of a season that we've done. And just getting to know the people behind the brands is a huge thing for us. It's just been a great journey, man.
Well, you know what? As
Well, see,
participants, now we got to flip it on you. Now we're going to interview you guys, Charles and maybe we have to do a little interview. So, Real Smoke Podcast started off as a small little project, and now we've come this far. You're booked all the way out through May, I heard last time.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
booked,
pretty much.
March.
So first question individually, Mick, how do you feel about this? You know, this growth that you've had over the last couple months and what you're looking at in 2025.
All right, so if we're doing the interview, here we go. So the journey has been the most.
This makes my day.
The journey has been the most fun part for me, man, because Charles and I we've been tight for a while, but like it's brought us closer together. I've met more people in the cigar community, and I will not, like, the wife doesn't quite get it. She knows I'm having fun with this, and that's what it is to us. You know, we're enjoying the time and meeting people that we care about and people that we call family at this point. But I will not let somebody commenting on a post go by without me commenting back. You know what I mean? So I'm putting the time into it because I want to make sure they know we appreciate them. Just checking this out and having fun with it. And who knows where it'll ever go. But we did this for the same reason, like when we started this, as where we are right now. Even though we've had this big growth, we just want to meet people in the community and grow that community and family that we care about, you know, and then enjoy the same things that we do. And it's crazy how you get a couple people in a room with a cigar. By the end of it, most times they're going to be friends, and you know, they're going to keep in touch and talk about life. And like you just said about with Devin, it's that's how me and Devin met, was through TriStar. I left my entire friends and family up in Pennsylvania when I moved down here, and you know, when I joined TriStar, I was like, oh, Devin's like fucking 10 minutes away. I'm gonna go hang out with him at the Abbey some night, and we did, and literally we're like family at this point. So, I mean, that's literally what we want out of this show, and that's all we've ever wanted, was to connect that community and just have fun along the way. So
beautiful, I love it. What about you, Charles?
Okay, so I was, back when COVID started, I was looking at doing something like this a long time ago and just realized I didn't have time. And when it became with my business and what my wife was doing with furthering her education, and then the club that we have together, which is TriStar, and it was one of those things where I didn't have time. And Mick, you know, it just happened to be something on the TriStar thing that it was like, hey, you know, we started shooting the shit about what would happen if we did, and I kind of let it go by, and Mick kind of jumped up with me a couple of weeks later and was like, hey, what do you think about this? And I was like, I don't know. And then we met together at the event, the TriStar event in Memphis, and we're out there playing cornhole with Rob and Brian and all of us, and he just comes up to me and says, so what do you want to do about this? And my wife just happened to be walking by, and I looked at her and said, so what do we want to do about this? Good thing that she'd been drinking and everybody had been drinking. She looked at Mick and said, do it. And it's like, okay, so we're going to do it. And I think going into the first episode, we did the test run. And after that, when Mick asked me what I thought, and I said, I feel the same way about this that I do with anything that I'm willing to jump into. If it connects with people and people enjoy it, I'm all in. But if it doesn't, I don't have the time in my life to do this. And Mick was like, okay, so what do you want to do? I said, let's do 1 to 2 episodes a month. We'll keep it at that. We'll do it for the first until the end of the year and see what happens. By the 3rd episode, we had people reaching out to us instead of me reaching out to them. And on the 3rd episode, we had the entire year booked out. And it became, we're going to do 6. Okay, let's do 10. Let's do 11. Let's do 12. And it became something that it was Mick coming back saying, hey, we've got 50,000 viewers in the last 30 days. Okay, how the hell did that happen? He's like, I don't know, but I've never seen this happen before. And so I reached out to the friends of mine and people that I know through acquaintances and said, hey, just want to ask you something. You know, we're not really getting huge on YouTube right now, but going live on Instagram, we're picking up this number. And they're like, we're not even doing half of this. So I told Mick, okay, I'm in, let's do this. And so it got to the point to where when we thought we were going to end with episode 10 with Shafio, I came back to him and said, we need to do another one. And he's like, which one? I said, we need to do a thank you. John was our first sponsor. He was willing to go out there and just to help us out. And we need to do a thank you to him. And John sent me a message back saying, so you ran out of people to talk to? I was like, no, we just want to thank you. So we jumped onto that one. And then on a Herf, Mick was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we just invited everybody to jump on one night? And it's like, so here's episode 12. So,
hey, real quick little add on to that.
My big
I think that, I'm sorry, Charles. The moment that we both looked at each other was when Moments with Michelle was on with us, and she has like, I don't know, 10 or 12,000 viewers and whatever, or followers on Instagram, and she goes, I'm finally getting up to like the 10,000 or 11,000, whatever she said, views a month. And nothing against her. She does a great show, and I love what she does for the industry. But we looked at each other and we're like, holy fuck. We're 3 months in and we got like 50,000 views a month. I don't know what we're going to do with this. So yeah, that was the kind of the moment where we're like, all right, we're doing something right.
All right. And what is
I'm not a big person into legacy stuff. Legacy brands they've fallen out of love with me and I've fallen out of love with them. Yep. But I guess the biggest thing that jumped into me was we were live in an episode and it was when everybody was flying to PCA and Carlito Fuente jumped on the podcast and just started talking to us and said he was enjoying watching it. And it was like, there's not many more names that's more prevalent than Fuente. And for him to give us the compliment that we were doing a good job, it was one of those things that it was like, okay, I appreciate that one. But going back into, you know, what I think, I want to be involved in this as long as I'm reaching people and people say they enjoy it. The day that comes that people don't want to follow or we start losing shit, then it's like, okay, we've run our course, we're done. And I look at it as like any sitcom. There's a point to where you got to figure out when the sitcom is doing good, when the sitcom is doing bad. And right now, I think we're doing an okay job. That's why I reached out to like John and said, hey, give me your thoughts. And he hit me with something that was one of the things that I thought was at first was going to be something that was a good part of the show. And he's like, you know, you need to think about this when I thought about it, it was like, you know, you make a lot of sense. Yeah. So that's kind of where I feel about this.
Well, I mean, so we understand now looking at 2024 and then, so looking into 2025, what kind of challenges, like what kind of, nuisance you guys expect to have? What are your plans on your success for 2025?
So I'll start with we're already. I think you may have missed this, or you may have been on the call, Miyagi, when this first started. But my daughter, we run shit by her on a little think tank kind of thing on Instagram. So that's kind of part of it because she's always straight up honest with me, and she's a great kid. She definitely gives us her honest opinion. Also reaching out to the people we care about in this room, in this chat, in our TriStar group, and just saying, hey, what do you think we're fucking up on? You know, and I think that's a good thing that we can kind of improve on. But I'd mentioned earlier, I think the biggest thing is, yes, cigar community comes first. That's who we want to reach because this is what we're doing, and this is what we love, and this is the people we love. that being said, I'd love to draw people in there just like this is a fun fucking podcast. You know what I mean? I'm cool with bringing people in that aren't even cigar lovers. That I mean, hey, maybe we can turn them on to some great cigars or how this community works or why we love this community. But just if not, I hope they stick around just because it's a great show and we have fun and we make people laugh. So we're looking at, you know, maybe livening it up a little bit, maybe doing some fun stuff in between just to kind of bring people into, you know, the show that we're trying to produce. And we're never going to go away from just being us. You know, that's the biggest thing I think for me and Charles is we want to be us and just have fun and be able to connect with people on a real basis. I mean, that's kind of the whole meaning behind why I got into this in the first place. You know, my last kind of podcast venture. We just wanted to be us and have fun. And if people joined in, great. If they didn't, great. We just having a good smoke and enjoying time with people. So, I mean, I want to stay along those lines and just be us and have fun. So,
awesome. You, Charles?
So, I look at that and it's one of the things that with the TriStar group, when we were with a different club, I could go up to a certain brand and say, hey, we're with this club. Would you care to be, you know, on with us and talk? And they were like, hey, you've got members everywhere. So yeah, we do. So when we broke away, it got to be where it was harder to get people to take a chance in talking to us. I'm a huge proponent of craft brands. People that brands have not heard of or hear of, but haven't tried. I want people to experience the different craft brands. People like, you know, Lure Cigars. People like Silent Hero. Family by Loyalty. You know, these brands that people don't get to enjoy or don't get to hear about all too often. So one of the things that this podcast has done, even though, I mean, again, episode 12, I'm able to reach out to brands that are cigar related as well as whiskey related, and they don't think twice about saying yes. We've got brands that are up and coming that is reaching out to us. Hey, would you care to try our cigar? We would love to know your thoughts. We would love, if you like it, review it. If you like it even more, bring us on. And it's like, I wasn't getting that before. So when I started bringing people on with TriStar, my goal was to educate everybody in our club about brands that were new and upcoming. I wanted to bring that to this podcast. I wanted to bring and shed light on the brands that people don't know about and they don't hear about every day. So what am I doing for 2025? I want to share. I want to be selfish. I want to bring the light on all the brands that aren't out there in the public 100% to everybody else. I want to shed light on. I want people to learn more about Lure. I want people to learn more about Silent Hero. I want people to learn more about Family. I want people to learn more about Blackbird. I want people to learn more about all the different cigar brands. And I've already been talking to different brands out there, and so far I'm looking at the list, and I gave it to Mick tonight. These are the people that, you know, we have set up to either come on who have said potentially that, you know, they want to be on. But we have Matilde. I love Enrique Seas. Enrique is my boy. I love this dude. He is as much as a brother as my brother. But La Vega Cigars, Cigar Clowns, Banff, Family by Loyalty, Patina. I love Mo. Mo is an amazing guy. And of course, getting Cavalier back on, Brian and Sebastian, two amazing people. We, and Lou has said that he would jump on with us again. So it's bringing these
They're
names,
family,
these
man. They're
people
family.
out to the public. Yeah. I mean, so what does 2025 look like? I want to do exactly what we're doing. My goal for this is exactly what my goal is and was for TriStar. Bring out the craft brands that people don't know much about and bring them and make them public. Let everybody hear about them.
Well, let me interject something from a brand perspective, but also from a cigar enthusiast perspective, even if I didn't have a brand. You guys, right out of the gate, I would never be able to tell that you've only done 12 podcasts. And I'll tell you from the standpoint of how professional you guys have your setup in terms of the technology that you've employed, you've made an investment in your time and technology and your personalities, and you guys are genuine cigar smokers, and that authenticity actually comes through when you have the Herf or you have a podcast or you're hanging out. And I have spent time, and I know Miyagi and other brand owners have spent time participating in other podcasts that don't do it as well as you guys do it. And so you guys, because you're making an effort to do it right, I think is a testament to your success. And I appreciate all the support you've had, and look forward to supporting you however I can going forward in 2025. And like you said, it's that family that you guys are, top of mind when I think about promoting something or having something out there. And I want to share with other people who enjoy smoking great cigars and telling, stories and being able to sit there and enjoy the camaraderie in the company. That is something where a lot of times you go to the podcast or you go to a Herf, and they have more interest in hearing themselves talk than they do listening to other people, and they don't have a lot of space for those stories to be shared. And you guys are not that way. You guys are really encouraging, and so I appreciate you and thank you for all the work you've done and the hard work. And I know it's not something that is free.
I appreciate
so,
that.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah, I got to say too, I'm an avid podcast watcher of all sorts, and getting into the cigar podcast and getting into the Herfs and everything else. The one thing that I really appreciate about you guys that I, like Lou said, I probably watch 10 or 12 different cigar, podcasts. You're one of the only ones that does it to not make a profit. Everybody else is trying to sell something. The only thing you guys are trying to sell is the family and the brotherhood behind and the community behind the cigars. And that, I think that brings people together more. And I wish more people even knew about that you guys are doing this for the love of it, not for the money, the fame, or anything like that. I mean, to me, that's the biggest thing. That's why, I'm on here every week with you guys. I watch you guys all the time. I support you guys.
We appreciate you, brother.
Well, I 100% appreciate that. And that's one of the things I told Mick, when he was like, hey, what do you want to do about if we get a sponsor? And it's the same thing I told John. I said, I'm not here to make money. I'm not going to ask John to sponsor $500 for a year or whatever. It was donate something. This is what I think we're worth. This is what your product is. Let's work out something. Let's do it in 10 episode increments. That way, if it's not working for you, you can say, hey, no thanks. If it's not working for us, we can say the same thing. And that's what I look at going forward. Going back into what I want to do, I'm going into not the business aspect, but I would love to find a couple of segment sponsors I am all about the product for placement. I don't want to make money off this. but I would love to find a title sponsor like Blackbird is tonight. What was we able to give? We gave away giveaways. I think Mick got a couple of cigars. I got a couple of cigars. We gave everything away. Yep. I would love to find a title sponsor that was our title sponsor for, the year or for the season. I would love to find a couple of segment sponsors that, if they jumped in, and it's like what I told John, it's you threw in some products. We're going to keep a couple of them because we're going to use the hell out of them, but we're going to give a couple of things away because we can't use everything that you gave us. That would be one of the goals that I have for next year is we have 3 main segments and we have a title sponsor. I would love to find those people sometime next year.
But Charles, it's not
I would love
free.
To say that it's not.
There are
just
running that are
just
associated with it. But you need to be able to cover your costs to keep.
There's a lot of expenses.
Well, there are, and to be realistic about it, you guys have grown so fast, and the passion. I hope that there's nothing to quell the passion that you guys have for what you're doing, and sometimes financial aspects of it can be a burden. To be able to keep things going. So just be mindful that if you have people that are out there to support you, that it may not be a financial thing you're looking for, but at the same time, that it's okay to make sure that you get the resources and the support that you need to make sure you can continue doing the job that you're doing. So,
I think Charles,
I completely agree. And when Lou, me and Mick was like, hell yeah. Because one of the things we started as a fun thing to do was the Hat Palooza thing. The idea behind it was so fun, and to get hats sent in and we give hats out. But my wife working and being a postmaster, finding out what it was going to cost to resend all these hats out, she's like, "Where are you coming up with this money?" And she was like, okay, well, I'll just put it out of pocket. She's like, you're going to spend a shit ton of money. And then when you came up to me and you were like, hey, I've got these giveaways. I'll send you. I was like, hey, would you mind holding on to them and sending them out yourself?
Sure.
And you're like, hell yeah, I'll do that. It was like, holy shit. Yes. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have to spend, $15, $20 on shipping again.
Sure.
Well, so Biscuit Pharaoh just jumped off, but I
was going to comment, and only because he's on here, and we all loved the podcast he did. But Fernando over here, it looked for a little bit there that Mick borrowed Fernando's duct tape back in the beginning when he switched phones.
He did.
Fuckers.
So Miyagi, got another question?
No,
I like being interviewed.
Actually, I got one for you. I know Miyagi talked about the future, about 2025. Do you plan on doing the same amount per quarter, I'll say, of podcasts as you guys have currently done this time around?
So what we plan on doing is we have broken up our schedule into 2 seasons per year. We're going to go 6 months pretty hard. We're going to go January to May. I guess that's 5 months. But January to May, we're going to take June off. June, Mick usually does something. That's my anniversary month. So I plan on taking that month off. And then we're going to go July to either November or December. And we're going to take either December or January off. So we're going to split it up and do 5 or 6 months at a time. The idea for how many episodes a month we're looking at possibly 3. I do know that we're going to do February light. We're probably going to do 2 in February, but we want to hit March up really hard. March is International Women's Month. So our goal is to get 2 cigar brands that are run by women to talk about, they're coming up in the industry, but we also want to get 2 whiskey related or master distillers who are female that can talk about their coming up in the whiskey world. So we want to kind of hit March really hard, but also we'll probably hit probably February and April a little bit lighter. So we're looking at 2 to 3 a month.
Okay.
I do know that we went really hard this year. Again, we fully expected to hit 6 episodes at the end of the year. And again, we're at 12. Some of the episodes did not go exactly how we planned, but at the same time, some of the episodes were really good. So
yeah,
it worked out.
I want to make a quick introduction here, since we got him actually back again on the camera. Got to bring in here the moist one, the guinea with the mini, Mr. Frankie Fish.
Yes, please do.
Forget about it.
Hello, gentlemen.
So if you don't know Frankie Fish, he is the connoisseur of the best food you have ever thought about. He is the meme god of all time, and he's just a wonderful jackass that we all love.
And I just want to introduce myself and just say hello.
I will say,
Please
do.
He is the quintessential jackass.
Hello, Hobbit.
Hello, fish sticks.
I like your name, Frankie.
Hey, who knows? A new collaboration.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, I don't want any non-NDAs or what do you call it? Cease and desist,
Collaboration for the future.
We could save that for another episode of the name.
I will say that Frankie just happened to be somebody a year or 2 ago that just happened to jump on to TriStar Herf and just happened to talk. And there was many, many Tuesday nights that ended up with me and Frankie up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, just talking about stupid shit, whether it was food, life, family. I can't say stupid shit because it was good conversation, but I will also say that Frankie
it usually revolved around food. That was the basic, the setup.
I will say food and grandparents.
Yes.
It always ends up with food.
But Frankie has been somebody who has been there for me, and literally has been the person who, as somebody who likes to have fun, knows how to sit and listen, and will let you just sit and talk. And Frankie's a good guy.
Yeah. Peace is very passionate about food, and somehow he always manages to get there. He'll be talking about cigars like, look, man, I lit up the cigar, and it just kind of gave me like the cinnamon, like an eclair. And speaking of eclair, I was making a sandwich the other day, man. I had this gabagool, and I put like some tomatoes and a little pepper.
Whoa! Say that word again.
Gabagool, that's what you call it. It's
Does it?
Mr.
I heard that he likes
forget it. Just forget it. He segues the weirdest ways to food every time.
I just remember that somebody told me that he absolutely loves when people like color dye certain like pastries.
Especially
where
when
they're
they're
like
green.
and
Charles, you know,
he
you know,
likes when they're green and
Charles, you know, I love you,
just
right?
colorblind flavor.
Charles, you know, I love you, Charles.
I was
Pistachio
gonna
cannolis.
say, but
He
but
loves
Lou,
all different
Lou
kind
didn't
of
have
flavors.
the.
cannolis.
I didn't think Lou had the background of the green cannolis, and I was gonna say, if Lou ever comes up with a Candela cigar, he can call it the Frankie Fish.
The Frankie Fish.
Oh yeah.
trademark.
I get my lawyers right on it.
10% of all proceeds go to support Frankie's food habits.
Shit.
That
It would
shit
take
is
more than
expensive.
10%. I'm just saying. If you heard about the food that he likes to eat, 10% is not enough.
Oh
no, not at
This
all.
boy sends us pictures of like when he goes to dinners, and he finishes it all up, and then somehow he still managed to keep the same weight, fucker.
I hate people like that.
Yeah,
I still say it's cocaine, but he says no, so I gotta believe him.
I think he's
Hey.
bullying.
Hey, it's the Jenny
That
Craig
too.
diet, man. A line a day burns the fat away.
Good genetics, man. Good genetics. That's all it is. Good genetics, man.
I got told from the beginning of my Instagram posting journey from many people, they're like, hey, don't post your food stuff, dude. You're gonna make a lot of people jealous and they're gonna hate you.
Fuck them.
And you know what? Like, I think I'm about ready to start posting that stuff.
You go right ahead and do it, man.
I know there's been a couple of Herfs where I've been barbecuing and I sit there and turn the camera around and everybody goes like, whoa, 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 what's Jordan making? Stops the whole Herf.
But listen, cigars and food. I mean, like you're saying, barbecuing. You're barbecuing. You're having a drink while you're grilling the meat. It's all intertwined. It's all intertwined. So I think it's perfect.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just saying. I'm not.
I feel you, Frankie. I feel you.
Hashtag pairing is caring.
Yes. Forget about it. Like what Charles was saying before. When I met him, I had jumped on. I got invited by John Aldi. He goes, jump on. He goes, it's not like you're used to, but I think you'll like it. So I jumped on, stayed quiet, didn't really say much. And then as the Herf progressed, little things came out, and I started speaking up, and at the end of the night, like Charles said, ended up being me and him. That first time was me and him, and it was just basically food and him asking me questions, him asking him questions of just personal stuff, of just life and stuff like that, and we just clicked. So I was like, all right, I'll be on next week, and he goes, yes, definitely. And then from there, boom, it was just we just clicked.
Frankie, did you say you stayed quiet?
We found out that
I did. No, I did. And Charles can tell you, I sat
he
there
was very
quietly.
quiet.
And I was being respectful. I was
difficult for you.
It was, because it's not like our and Hobbit, the way we are with our own Herfs, it's hard.
Look at him
So, but
twitch.
I
Look at
was
him
being
twitch.
respectful.
See,
I was being respectful.
what the funny thing was just not knowing Frankie at first, and he was, it was just Frankie on there, in the background, didn't say much. And as the night went on, he started talking, and then it just ended up with, we come to find out that, you've got this guy from New York that has his own, the way he was raised by his family, if you translate that into the way that I was raised by my family, and you take the Southern and you take the Northern and you mash it together, it was the same freaking experience.
Yep.
It was just two different lifestyles.
The Civil War
And
could
all
have
of
been
a sudden,
averted.
we realized that. Yeah, I mean, seriously,
The Civil War could have been averted.
The way
you imagine, Charles, me and you at that time, we just sat at the table, and all this shit could have been averted. I would have brought the gabagool. You would have brought the whatever.
100%.
Until he would have broken out the.
You would have brought the pig jowl and the fucking.
He's over here talking about that. He's over here talking about the way his grandmother was doing shit, and I was talking about the way that my grandmother was doing shit. And he's like, "It's the same damn thing," and it's like,
right.
Two completely different lifestyles, two different heritage, but it was the same thing.
George Lopez, it's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit.
Yeah, no matter where you are from, man. Italy, Spain, Mexico, Puerto Rico, they all know how to use the chancleta.
There he goes, rolling the R's again.
Yeah, it's either the chancla or the wooden spoon.
Anybody know what he just said?
Yeah, the slipper, bro. The slipper.
The chancleta. Yeah, chancleta. The chancleta in Italian, it was usually the wooden spoon, and the secondary was the slipper.
Yep. Well, chancla and the slipper are the same shit, but yeah, the wooden spoon, man. I had Italian.
I was about to say our version was the belt or the switch.
Yeah, the switch.
Oh, we had the belt too. The belt was dad. The belt was dad. The spoon was mom, and if mom couldn't get to the spoon, it would be the slipper, or in cases there was vegetables there.
Dad was go outside.
You would get pelted with vegetables.
Dad was go outside and pick a switch.
Yep. That's the way we do it in the South.
And that's why all our children
go outside.
Are so
hey.
messed up.
Because they didn't get the switch.
Exactly.
Can you guys even hear us on Devin's phone since I was an asshole and didn't charge my phone today?
I mean, it just goes to show that
we got you.
It just goes to show that it's always user error when it comes to Mick.
Every single time. Ask my wife.
So Mick,
I will say this.
Mick, I don't mean to cut you off, Charles. Mick, you asked earlier in my profile pic, like I was eating something.
No. It looked like you were doing some gang signs and like had a chain in your mouth and shit. I don't know. It looked kind of like.
No, that's
his work
profile.
No, it was just the angle the angle my daughter took the picture at, and it was just that. Yeah.
I just want Hobbit to post the picture of the Santa Claus thing again.
Oh no, definitely. No,
just,
I made that, Charles. I made that.
I made that himself.
Yeah, I made that myself.
That was his Christmas card to all of us.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I need that again because that was perfect.
I will send it to you personally, Charles. Don't worry about it. Or just go on my Instagram. It's up there. It's already up there. I saw it. Yeah, there it is. I was like, this is me. If I gotta go, I gotta go. Let me show the whole thing. Yeah, there you go.
So let's see. There we go.
If I gotta go, I gotta go.
Yeah, 100%.
Now there's the one of Hobbit. I'm going to send you also.
I'm pulling it up. Wait a second.
Oh no! Put the Hobbit one up on there.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
This is the whole conversation that was earlier, and I said he got kicked out by Santa. I got a picture of that.
I do. Yeah, I have it too. Hang on.
You got to show it.
I'm trying to find it.
Hey, Mick.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the longest episode that we've ever had. 3 hours and 3 minutes.
There you go, boys. Look in.
That is awesome.
Oh wow.
I will say this is probably like I said earlier, the best clips we can ever get from and we knew that going in, man. It was gonna be one of those nights. But man, I truly, before it gets any later and Dev's phone fucking dies, I truly care about all you guys, man, and what you guys. So thanks for the support. Thanks for everything you guys have given us this first season, man. We're definitely enjoying this ride. But know this, we're never going to change, and we're never going to change in what we're doing. We may try to liven it up a little and try to maybe cut out some things and add some things, that we think will be awesome. But we're never going to change who we are and supporting the same community, man. So we appreciate every one of you guys.
So jumping on here real quick, we do have Smokey ATL who is on here. He's been somebody who's listened to for a while, but also somebody is in the TriStar Herf crew. He's jumped on here, and got to shout him out because he put up a podcast, not a podcast, but I guess an Instagram live that has gone down in infamy.
Yeah,
as one of the biggest cluster fucks that has ever happened. And just gotta say that he's on here, and absolutely love the fact that he's on here.
And his phone hasn't fallen once.
Yeah,
well, it's in my hand,
once.
so it's in my hand, so it's not gonna fucking fall.
This guy comes on and does an Instagram live and tapes his phone with dollar store duct tape. I mean, you might as well go to the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to get the cheapest shit that I can and duct tape my phone up so everybody can see it. About halfway through, that thing falls on the floor. He's in checking on family, doing something else. All we can see is like the ceiling of everything of the garage that he's in. And he's got, people with Cavalier on there with him. And it becomes probably one of the best podcasts or, Instagram lives that I've ever been a part of.
A day that live on in infamy.
The best part was me and Charles's sidebar conversation during the podcast was the funniest shit ever. Like, I was literally crying, laughing on the couch, and the wife's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "You can't even explain it. It's like the best thing ever." All you hear is Jack in the background saying, "What the fuck?" and the phone's looking at the top of the garage door. It was the greatest thing ever.
It's trying to be the most professional thing ever. I've got my camera up here and we're doing this, and all of a sudden all shit goes loose, and it's the best thing ever. And we're over there just cracking jokes left and right, and just killing him awesome. With comments, sending him comments. It was perfect. So
it was pretty cool.
Thank you for the first. I think we actually mentioned him in the first episode.
We did.
That was the that was the
That's
perfect.
where you learned
perfect.
Not what to do. No,
I know, right?
Yeah, I threw away all the duct tape.
I actually got that shit from the closet. Sorry, sex toys.
I was about to say he pulled out the duct tape from the secret drawer in his bedroom. And was like, "Hey, this will work." It didn't.
My wife freaks out and she doesn't feel like she can escape. It's just a quick
release.
Yeah.
Did Jack?
So I'm good now.
Didn't Jack use your coffee cup as an ashtray or something then too? There's something else that happened that night too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
But it's there for that though. I think I have like 4 or 5 mugs of Cavalier, and then one day I didn't have anything to ash in, and I was like, there you go. And it's just been there. It's still there actually. Yeah. Yeah, I missed you guys, man. It's been a while, and I know I got a lot of work and a lot of shit going on in my life right now. I actually just got back from my daughter's black belt test in Taekwondo.
Did she get it?
Yes, she did.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you, man. Cried a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, it's very emotional because she has been doing it since January 13th of 2020. So here we are going on into 2025. So within those 4 years, she achieved her goal to get that black belt, to earn it. And it's been a long fucking process, man. It's like you get home from work, you get here, you come and like wash your hands, wash your face, comb your hair again, and then leave the fucking house to drive all the way to Taekwondo. And then you're there for an hour, and then it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30, and then you're like, what do we do for dinner? And then you're like, fuck, Chick-fil-A, Moe's, Chipotle, fucking just eating like out. And just I don't do that. We don't eat out. We eat kind of healthy, and so I mean it's just, it fucks up the whole schedule. Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then the money, you know what I'm saying? It's like every test cost X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
This one was super expensive. This one was like $600 for a black belt test. So
oh shit,
fuck me. Yeah.
Hey, but
So
you know
I have
what?
no
It's
money.
investing.
I have no money. I have no money for Cavalier or for Blackbird.
So she's been doing this since what year?
January 13th, 2020.
Okay.
I started in 86 and the same thing.
I was 3.
Yeah. I was 4.
I was 4.
I started in the same thing when I was 4 years old and still doing it today. So
Awesome, man.
It's yeah, so long.
Yeah. Good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What degree are you, Charles?
I am testing for my 6th degree in sometime next year.
Nice. That's fucking badass. Good for you, man.
I've been a 5th degree for 7 years.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Brianna will get her black belt next year. I think in February is when she'll get it. But today was the test and she passed it. But she'll get her belt in February. I think they have to send it out to get embroidered and all that, to have her name on it and everything else and all that stuff. So yeah, it's quite an achievement, man. It's a very beautiful thing because like they start and they don't know nothing, and then they want to quit, and it's like, chill, you just barely got into the groove of things, and then they start to pick up on it, and then she starts to learn, and then like next thing you know, it's just flowing, man. And then like one of my greatest things that I see with her is like the shyness and like the timidness, all that's like gone. And it's like, tournaments, when we go to tournaments for Taekwondo, Brianna, she wins. She wins first place in sparring. She wins first place in forums. And that's what makes it all worth it. You know what I'm saying? Is like, even if she didn't place first or second, which she has on her very first tournament, she did 4th place in forums. But it's just an experience and stuff, right? But last year, this whole year, she brought home nothing but first place trophies in sparring and in forums.
Awesome.
And you want to talk about a fucking proud ass, loud fucking Mexican dad? That's me. That's
You
me.
did the whistle. You did the whistle. Yep, you were whistling.
You already know. And I did it today too. Yeah. Yeah. It was super, man, dude. It's awesome, man, because Like, you see it. I mean, like they work for it, they earn it, and then next thing you know, like when they're sparring, like it's full contact sparring, man. And you see your daughter out there whooping some fucking ass, and you're like, damn, that's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Right there. Yeah, dude, it's awesome, bro.
Yo, we still
It's
gotta meet up
great,
for a
man.
cigar, bro, man.
Huh?
2024 came and went. We never got it together to get a cigar and
Dude, I
enjoy
know,
it.
man. You were here in my neck of the woods, man. Dude. Sometimes, man, I can't get away, man. Sometimes I got my family things and shit, man. And sometimes, man, I'm just like, fuck the world. I don't want to do shit today.
It happens, bro. But
Yeah.
hey,
Not
I gotta dip out, fam. I got a really long day on the road tomorrow.
Well,
So two
hey,
things. One, as
Miyagi,
yep,
give me 5 minutes
5
before you
minutes.
jump off.
Okay.
All right. So, really quickly, hey Mick, I know you don't have
Yes,
your
sir.
stuff pulled up, but we
Yep.
have some guys up on here. Let's get ready to close out this thing because we are at 3 hours and 11 minutes, and holy
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do one thing really quickly. If you guys haven't checked out Beard Apothecary, check out Beard Apothecary at Beard Apothecary underscore Apothecary on Instagram or beardapothecary.com. Check out Blackbird Cigars. Check out Lure Cigars. But random, just fucking, we have 6 people on here. And we actually have people still on here watching live on YouTube and Instagram.
Thank you. Ow.
I can't figure out why you guys are still watching this shit, but thanks.
It's the beard.
Random hot box
It's the
questions. Mick, don't worry about trying to pull up your stuff on your phone. I've got the questions right here. So I'm going to ask just random questions. Everybody that's on here tonight, spit out the quickest thing that you can. Let's do this, and we're going to end it after that. So, what's everybody's favorite sports team?
Red Sox.
Yankees.
Raiders.
Buckeyes.
Crimson
Kick
WNBA.
Gordon off right now. Jesus.
Who the fuck said WNBA?
Who just said WNBA? Who said that? You're gone. You're gone. Done. Not happening. Because you're lying.
So like Caitlyn and the other bitch,
All right,
Angel.
so-
All right, anyways.
All right, somebody's getting banned for life.
All right, so next question, and you have to yell it out as loud as you can. What is your favorite cuss word?
Fuck.
Fuck.
Fuck the fucking fucker.
Fuckity fuck.
Fuck you, you fucking cunt.
Frankie
Fuckity fuck.
He threw
They're
the, he
asking
threw
us
the
for
Wait,
sword
who
in.
said cunt? Wait, no, wait, stop.
I did.
That's
I
my
did.
favorite word. That's what I said. Cunt.
Fuck you.
Cunt is
Fuck
my favorite
you,
word.
Yes, cunt. Fuck you, you fucking cunt.
Jesus.
Love it.
Hobbit, fuck
Window
you, you
seat or
fucking
aisle
cunt.
seat?
Window.
Aisle.
Calm down. You're aggressive. Calm down.
Pilot.
Window or aisle seat?
Window.
Window.
Okay,
If
so
I'm gonna die, I want to watch it. I want to watch it go down.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I'm
that
gonna
guy,
ask.
man. Nobody wants to
I'll
sit next
ask
to me
this
when I'm
one.
in the aisle.
So I asked this one. If anybody's got one, go ahead and spew it out. But if not, don't worry about it. Anybody got a favorite joke?
Mine are racist.
So that's a no.
The best one.
This isn't the platform for this.
Hold on.
I got a
got
good 5
Got it.
dirty joke.
What do you call a blonde doing a handstand?
A brunette.
A
What?
brunette with big breath.
All right, settle down there, Andrew Dice
How do you
Clay.
find?
Settle down.
How do you find a rat's hole? How do you find a rat's hole?
How?
Lift up its tail.
How?
Speaking of a rat,
All right. Is cereal a soup?
No.
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 Yes.
Nope. Nope. Because you don't eat cold soup.
If you could switch lives with any fictional character, who would it be?
Bruce Lee.
You don't have to tell me why. Just okay. He's not
Roger
fictional.
Rabbit.
Well,
Roger
Fictional.
Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit.
Iron
Gotta
Man.
be Batman.
Which Batman?
Batman. Yeah. Which one?
I don't care.
Michael
He's
Keaton.
winning.
Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Gets to play with
Fuck
the
yeah,
I mean,
Batman.
Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Keaton. That's right.
Michael Keaton. Hell yeah. What superpower
Adam
would you
West.
want and why?
Eternity.
Invisible. Invisibility.
I just want to punch somebody in the face and it says "pow."
Speed.
Eternity.
Invisibility.
Okay, what you do in your personal time is your thing.
Winning arguments with the wife.
What special skill or talent do
Look at
each
that.
one of you have? Come on.
Losing
Guitar player.
And don't say stroking your dog.
I'm like Dr. Evil, man. Come on.
Really? I mean, there is a lot to say there that I can't.
Smell my truck.
Would you rather would you rather send a nude to your boss or your mom?
Boss.
My boss.
Mom.
My boss. Fuck that shit.
Oh, my boss.
All right,
put it
so-
on Instagram, so my mom.
Jonas would put it on Instagram.
Most
He
likely
would.
put it
That's
on
what-
Instagram.
And
that's
he
what-
would
that's where
put
the
like a
Blackbird
killer.
comes from.
It'd be
I was
in the
about to say
music
he would
video.
put a killer soundtrack to it too.
Yep. Definitely.
It'd be a great music video.
Yep. He's got the production for it.
All right, so I'm gonna ask this one, and I'm gonna just ask each person. Best piece of advice that you've ever been given, John.
Don't expect a cat to bark.
Hobbit.
Don't listen to John Aldi.
Hell yeah, Frankie.
Always forward, never backwards.
Mick.
Listen. Stand. Not to respond.
Devin.
Sniff a truck.
Jordan.
Winner.
Jordan.
Sorry, that one made me laugh too hard. Just live your life to the fullest. That's all I was
That was so generic. That was so generic.
My dad always told me live your life to the fullest because you never know when your last day is going to be here.
How you feel now, Frankie?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
like you.
Oh, Frankie.
All right, I got one for you
Rob.
guys. I got one. Wait. All right, I'll wait.
Hold
I'll
on.
wait.
Hold on. Rob.
Do something, even if it's wrong, you can fix it. The worst thing you can do is do nothing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Confucius.
Miyagi.
Be on time. Be on time.
You never got that advice, apparently.
I'm not the one person that can ever say that. No.
Yeah, that's a Latino time schedule.
Yeah.
He's on Latino time.
No, it's
but
different.
always,
It's Miyagi time.
There's a time to listen, there's a time to learn, and there's a time to give back.
There's a song
Okay.
about that.
Yeah.
Smokey.
No body, no murder charge.
The glove don't fit.
And this will be the only one that I actually answer.
Nowadays, I don't know. Nowadays,
Thank you,
I don't
Rob.
know.
Smokey.
I will say this is the one that I'll answer to. Spend time with the people that you care about.
Yeah.
So, Frankie, you had a question. Go for it.
You have a midget in front of you shooting ping pong out of her twat. Do you go for it or not?
Well, thank you for joining Real Smoke Podcast 2024. This will be our final episode.
That's how you get canceled.
We appreciate all of you for this short.
Congratulations on your 12th and final podcast.
Yeah.
That's how you get canceled.
I don't feel an honest here. I'm just saying.
Wait, it was all
Go for it. Go for it.
Go ahead, boys. Let's go.
So, Charles, let me remind you that it was your idea to bring him on. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no shit.
It was John who invited him. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Don't forget that part.
Like I said, don't ever listen to Aldi.
That's
So let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Go for it.
I'll answer. I'd say if I was single, yes.
That's because his wife.
Good answer, Rob. Good answer.
Oh, man. Well, that's fine.
But she'll be watching this later.
Let's go, Dex.
If I'm with Frankie, I'm all in.
So that'll mean it'll never happen because Frankie doesn't ever hang out.
Exactly.
Are there still ping pong balls in the chamber? Because that might help with the battle.
Might help with the Lancero.
On that note.
No. Everybody's got to answer. Everybody's got to answer.
I said go for it.
Miyagi's pretending.
You got to try.
Hold on, I'm
everything
debating
once,
it. I'm
right?
debating it. Hold on. Am I armed? Do I have a paddle?
Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Mick. There's no chance in hell that we're getting any sponsorships. Just saying.
You guys need a sponsorship. Talk to me privately.
His salon will sponsor you.
Real Smoke Podcast is sponsored by Pornhub.
Hey, who makes ping pong balls?
I was gonna say by miniature pong.
Is that timeless?
You can't ask Hobbit this because he can't look over the pool table.
So
on that note, I think it's about the end of the show.
Good call there.
Good call.
They'll be shooting right over his head.
Good call.
No, look, as a listener,
you have to cut the last 40 minutes of this podcast just because of that.
Probably.
Very abrupt. It'll be a very abrupt end.
One long censor button.
A lot of editing to do.
If you want to watch the rest of this podcast, please join OnlyFans.
Hey, listen, this is a great idea.
Only Frankie.
Real Smoke Podcast After Hours.
You know what? That might be one for the think tank.
Patreon only.
That's a think tank.
Yeah. Well, I am going to say I'm going to soon bail myself, and this is partially my podcast. So I love you guys.
We dropped to only one viewer.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. See that? Now we could continue the conversation and talk about cannolis. I mean,
the Squeadels.
No, that's it for me.
Well, I'm just gonna say this today. I got my fulfillment of the cannolis from the other side. Oh my God! Forget about it.
There it is.
Before he starts talking about
end
food,
that
I'm
shit
gonna
right
dip
there.
out.
End it right there, Charles.
End that shit right there, Charles.
Yeah.
Later, Miyagi.
Well, I was about to say,
Stay in touch, Miyagi.
let me just say
Merry Christmas.
huge
Take care, pal.
thanks
Thank you, brother.
Huge thanks to Blackbird for sponsoring this episode. And thanks to Beard Apothecary for being on board. Thanks to Lure Cigars for everything that you guys do for our giveaways. And thanks to Belladama Cigars. You guys helped us out a lot. And I hope everybody has a wonderful night. And I will see you guys next year.
Thanks for the great 2024. I really appreciate you guys. And hey, much love. Take time over this holiday break to smoke a cigar with someone you love, for real. That's
absolutely,
a big part of what we do.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And eat good. Eat good. Everybody eat good. Eat fucking good. No matter what it is, fucking eat good.
Hey, Frankie.
Yes.
Give us the last little bit of
Careful what you ask.
Yeah. Give us an ending. Come on. It's all you.
Good. I don't even know how to say. Man.
Now you're speechless.
Yeah.
I am.
Come on. Close us out.
Stay tuned to next year if you guys have me on, because I guarantee you your following is going to get even more bigger.
There you go.
Okay.
Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us for the last 3 hours and 27 minutes. We appreciate you, and we will.
We killed it tonight, man. We killed it tonight, and it was proper in every which way, even if it wasn't. I mean, listen, we do. I mean, this is your show and everything like that, but I think it was just that little sideshow, at the end that just everybody connected, and it was just, hey, it is what it is, and that's all it is. And anybody want cannolis, let me know, and hit me up.
3 hours and 27 minutes, and when you watch the replay, it'll only be 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Much love, fam. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
Everybody,
Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone.
See y'all.
Mick and Charles with the firelight glow, cigars in hand, watch the embers slow. Talking life and whiskey, it's a show. Real smoke rides the breeze just so. A puff of wisdom with a sip of fun, guiding through the shadows till the day is done. Inhale the stories, let the laughter run. Real smoke's how all the good times are spun. With a draw and a swirl, watch the worries fade. Mick and Charles got the cool